SiriusXM app.
Let's go!
Going to be an absolutely killer year.
And the best guests.
Elliot Avett at NC State. Always enjoy listening to you guys.
To hear the latest episode, download the SiriusXM app and search College Baseball.
The push for the NBA playoffs is on SiriusXM NBA Radio.
Tatum cracks a three. Got another one! Another one for Jason Tatum!
As teams battle for playoff spots and home court advantage. Hear the pivotal games on SiriusXM.
Inbound goes to Jokic for three.
Yeah! Right at the horn!
And join the daily conversation on NBA Radio.
If he hadn't done it already last night, he secured the MVP, that's for sure.
The road to the NBA playoffs goes through NBA Radio Channel 86 and the SiriusXM app.
Let's go!
It's the NCAA tournament. It's on Westwood 1.
It will be Grant Hill to make the pass. They're not going to guard Hill making the inbounds pass. Here's a high looper. There's Leitner. He turns. He shoots. It is good! Christian Leitner hits a turnaround 17-footer at the buzzer, and the Duke Blue Devils head to Minneapolis. My, oh my, oh my.
6.9 to go. In it comes to Ethan Morton. He's going to dribble this one out. And the second verse is the same as the first. UConn repeats as national champions.
Now it's time to head courtside for Westwood 1's exclusive coverage of the NCAA tournament.
We welcome you to Ball Arena in Denver for exclusive first-round coverage of the 2025 Men's Basketball Championship between the 12th-seeded UC San Diego Tritons and the number 5-seeded Michigan Wolverines. Tonight's broadcast of the NCAA tournament on the Westwood 1 NCAA Radio Network is sponsored by AutoZone, by Cintas, by Granger, by Pluto TV, by Kohl's, by Progressive Insurance, and by NCAA.com. Hi, everybody. I'm Kevin Kugler along with Austin Crozier. Brad Heller will join us later from the Westwood 1 Broadcast Center. And then there was one game left in Denver on the first day of the NCAA tournament, and it's a game that we've all been looking forward to all day long. The number 12 seed UC San Diego Tritons in their very first trip to the Big Dance. They're the nation's hottest team. 15 straight wins, the longest winning streak in Division I college basketball. 30-4 for the Tritons on the season against the Big Ten tournament champion Michigan Wolverines, who righted the ship after some struggles at the end of the year to beat Purdue, Maryland, and Wisconsin in Indianapolis to claim a Big Ten tournament title. This should be a lot of fun to close our day in Denver.
It absolutely should. And these are two teams that very good offensively in terms of scoring points. They do it in a number of different ways. This is a UC San Diego team, comparable to our first game a smaller conference. You're not going to have the same height. The guards are going to be very efficient, good in transition. A Michigan team with 2 7-footers that will actually play in a pick and roll, something that a UC San Diego team is not going to see in Big West Conference play. The size advantage for Michigan against kind of the efficiency of UC San Diego.
Well, for Michigan, you mentioned the size. That gives them a big advantage on the glass, and that's going to be a real concern for UC San Diego. This Michigan team was 3rd in the Big Ten in rebounds per game, and what a job Dusty May has done, turning around a program that last year was 8-24 and 3-17 in Big Ten play.
I mean, I think they were picked in the preseason to finish 9th in the Big Ten Conference. They finished 2nd. They win the conference tournament. What a shot in the arm this is for Dusty May's team going forward. Kind of a proof of concept a little bit that he was the coach that can make it on this level. If there are any question marks about his tenure at FAU, was it a fluke them going to the Final Four? I think you can see that this is a young, up-and-coming head coach in all of college basketball, and Michigan is going to be a program to be reckoned with for a long time.
A 17-win improvement, the largest improvement in Michigan history year to year, and they perform awfully well in close games. They're 12-4 in games decided by 4 points or fewer. Up next, Austin Crozier's keys to the game and the opening tip from Denver. From the Westwood One NCAA Radio Network, this is the men's basketball tournament.
Mom, I need to lay low for a few days.
Lay low? What's going on?
I only paid for this Hyundai Tucson.
Christopher Allen Lynch.
Deal's so right, it almost feels wrong. Get the car or SUV you want at the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event. Right now, get 2.99% APR for 72 months on the Hyundai Santa Fe, Tucson, or Elantra. Visit your local Hyundai dealer today. Offers end March 31st. Call 562-314-4603 for details.
Traveling in basketball? Bad move. Traveling the world? Great move. Wherever the road takes you, Best Western is your place to take a time out and catch your breath. Because every team needs a place to regroup. Life's a trip. Make the most of it at Best Western. Book direct and save at bestwestern.com.
There's nothing more defeating than a bracket busted during the first few rounds. Clearly, you didn't have the right stats and data to make the right pick. Don't make the same mistake with hiring for your small business. Find top-tier talent in the right place with LinkedIn. LinkedIn has professionals you can't find anywhere else, including those who aren't actively looking for a new job, but might be open to the perfect role. Post your job for free at linkedin.com/SXM. That's linkedin.com/SXM. Terms and conditions apply.
I used to lack confidence until I shopped for a used car with Carfax. With Carfax, I was able to pause for the facts. I saw all the facts, like millions of cars, reported vehicle histories, and found the best values. Thanks to Carfax, I had the confidence to shop like a pro. Facts. A pro car shopper who feels like a winning ping pong champion. Facts. The ping pong champ whose legendary story is now a blockbuster movie. Facts. Starring me, Little Miss Confident. Yeah! Facts. Sorry, you get it. Shop the all-new Carfax.com.
Alongside Austin Crozier, I'm Kevin Kugler back in Denver. UC San Diego is 30-4 on the season. Aniwaniwa Tate Jones was the Big West Player of the Year, but it was not an easy path for him, starting at the Division II level and working his way to those honors. And he talked about his road to the tournament earlier.
I started at Division II Hawaii Hilo. I learned a lot of things there. I'm grateful for the experiences I had, and I think that helped me, mold into the player I am today. But yeah, I mean, a lot of us, starting in D2 means we were overlooked, so we're going to come into this game with a chip on our shoulder and play with something to prove.
The New Zealand native with that chip on his shoulder trying to go to work against this large and powerful Michigan team, a team that has played especially well in close games, and head coach Dusty May knows why.
If you look at especially Vlad, Danny, and Trey, they look so confident, and they almost look like they're playing at a different speed late in the game. And when you have guys that are able to elevate their play when the stakes are as high as they are, that usually bodes well.
So we are ready to get this one started. UC San Diego and Michigan. Time for the keys to the game, sponsored by Realtors. Buying a home can be a lot. but with the ethical expertise of a realtor, you don't have to do it alone. Realtors are members of the National Association of Realtors. All right, Austin, let's start with UC San Diego. What do you see for the keys?
Well, we just heard him in the quote. Aniwanawa Tate Jones, 6'6" guard from New Zealand. He has Big Ten size, averaging just under 20 points per game. I just can't envision UC San Diego winning this game without him having a big night. Also forcing turnovers. They are number one in the Big West at 16 forced turnovers per game. Michigan, one of their biggest weaknesses, they turn it over 14 times. On the opposite side of the ball for the Wolverines, they have to use their size. We mentioned Golden and Wolf, both 7-footers, whether it's on the boards or it's in that high pick and roll. They need to have a big fingerprint on this game.
Let's check the starting lineup, sponsored by Cintas. Workdays are better when you partner with Cintas. Keep your team protected, prepared, and looking great. Visit Cintas.com and get ready for the workday. For UC San Diego, Hayden Gray in the backcourt, 11.2 points per game for the 6'4 senior from San Diego. Chris Howell joins him back there, 6'6 junior, who averages 6 points and 4 rebounds, 3 assists per game. And then Tyler McGuy, 6'5 senior from Denton, Texas, averaging 16.4 points per game. You heard from Aniwanawa Tate Jones, the Big West Player of the Year, averaging 19.5 points per game. He's a 6'6 senior from New Zealand. And then Norden Kapich, the 6'8 junior from Austria, averages 11 points per game. For Dusty May's Michigan Wolverines, Trey Donaldson, 12 points per game in the backcourt. The 6'3 junior joined by Namari Burnett. Burnett, a 6'5 grad who started off at Texas Tech, then went to Alabama, then to Michigan. He averages 10 points per game. Reuben Jones at 3.5 points per game rounds out the backcourt, the 6'5 grad transfer from North Texas. Danny Wolf, the transfer from Yale, 7-foot junior, 13 points, 10 rebounds per game. And Vlad Golden, the transfer from FAU, 17 points, 7 rebounds per game. The opening tip is sponsored by AutoZone. Free battery testing, free battery charging, and replacement batteries that fit your needs. That's what makes AutoZone America's #1 battery destination. Get in the zone. AutoZone, tip controlled by Michigan. Golden will get rid of it to Donaldson. Donaldson, top of the key against Hayden Gray. Skips the pass over to Reuben Jones. Fakes the 3. Sends it back up to Donaldson. 3, top of the key. That won't go. Long rebound to Namari Burnett for Michigan. Here's Danny Wolf, the 7-footer, wraps it around. Back it goes to Wolf on the left wing. He'll size up and take an open 3, and he snaps the twine. 3 fingers in the air as we welcome those of you just joining us across our network. Michigan on top with the early 3 from Danny Wolf. Aniwanawa Tate Jones, the Big West Player of the Year, averaging 19.5 per game. He'll set up on the right side, trying to drive on Vlad Golden. Gets down low, but cannot dislodge the big man. He traveled. Trying to dislodge Vlad Golden is like trying to take a crowbar and move a rock up a hill. It's not going to happen real easily.
Well, you see this so often in these first-round games where UC San Diego used against Big West bigs, not used to 2 7-footers. And Tate Jones able to get it on the floor, but not used to having to finish against someone that tall.
Wolf will underhand it to Donaldson. Chest pass to the right-hand wing of Namari Burnett. Burnett with 13 to shoot, picked up by Gray. Now back to Wolf. Wolf spins past Howell, who reaches in and commits the personal foul. Chris Howell with his first foul called, and that's going to be a handful tonight to defend Danny Wolf. He can handle the ball. He's 7-foot. He can shoot the 3. Tough task for UC San Diego.
Yeah, I mean, and he's being guarded by Howell, who's probably 5 inches shorter. You would think he would be able to keep him, Wolf, in front of him, and that's a big reason why Wolf projected to be a first-round pick in the draft at the end of the season.
Wolf will push it up top to Donaldson, enters it into the post, and it's taken away. Brooks fronting, or Howell fronting the post, and he takes it away. Howell on the run, and Reuben Jones gets back from Michigan to bat it out of bounds. UC San Diego will inbound underneath their own basket, trailing 3-0.
And you know, Donaldson on that post-entry pass, you got to throw it higher. You got a 7-footer being guarded by a 6'8 guy. Throw it up high where only Golden can get it.
Howell will inbound right baseline. Comes in now to Kapich. Kapich trying to find some room to roam, and he loses the basketball. Jones takes it away. Jumps the pass ahead. Wolf in the open floor with a spin. Wolf a bobble on his way to the rim, and a tie-up is called. Possession arrow UC San Diego. Nobody wanted to really secure the basketball on that possession, either side.
And that is something to keep an eye on. This is a Michigan team that can get a little bit loose. 14 turnovers, dead last in the Big Ten Conference.
One of the worst major conference teams all year long. Yep. Jones will send it around to the left side. 4 turnovers, 3 points, make it 5 turnovers combined in 3 points as they try to enter it down low to Tate Jones. The pass wide, and it goes out of bounds. Some early NCAA tournament jitters, perhaps.
Well, I think UC San Diego, their game plan is they're looking to trap and try and speed Michigan up. Maybe a concession that they can't guard Michigan with their size in the half court. So they've got to try and make them feel a little uncomfortable.
Here's Burnett, 3, left wing, pinballs around, bounces off the iron, and drops through. 6-0 Michigan. Hayden Gray will bring it up the floor. Gray penetrates the dish out to the left wing. K-Pitch for 3. Hard off the back iron. Golden trying to track it down. He does. Tiptoes along the near sideline. Feeds it ahead to the 7-footer Danny Wolf. Wolf will flip it over to Jones, and now Golden top of the key. Driving down the lane. Scoops it with a left hand. No. Wolf with a rebound off the miss. He can't connect. Jones the rebound for UC San Diego. And Aniwa Tate Jones will bring it up the floor, loping to the rim. Foul on the floor as he goes down the right side of the lane. The first on Michigan, the first on Amari Burnett.
I mean, it's so unique, you know, for those listening that haven't watched Michigan play maybe this year, having 2 7-footers initiating the offense, dribbling, attacking from the 3-point line. They certainly can get careless with it, but it is a unique offense for sure.
Here's Tate Jones, brings it over to the right-hand wing, up top to K-Pitch for 3, top of the key. That's off the mark, no good. UC San Diego 0 for 2 from behind the arc to start this game. Donaldson motoring to the other end, end-to-end, all the way to the front of the rim, and he finger rolls it home. An 8-0 start for Michigan, and a timeout. UC San Diego. The Tritons have been blitzed early by these Michigan Wolverines, and a timeout on the court sponsored by Rocket. Own the dream. 8-0 Michigan from the Westwood One NCAA Radio Network. This is the men's basketball tournament.
Meanwhile at Xfinity.
Okay, huddle up. Do you realize how many fans stream basketball? It's madness.
But real fans stream with Xfinity Internet.
Totally. We've engineered a super fast connection.
With reduced buffering and low lag.
'Cause making streaming better is what we do!
Yeah!
Yeah!
Can we let go now? It's really not a huddle with 2 people.
Switch to Xfinity Internet and stream live sports from the best seat in the house. Bring on the good stuff. Restrictions apply. Not available in all areas. Actual speeds vary. Not guaranteed.
Mom, I need to lay low for a few days.
Lay low? What's going on?
I only paid for this Hyundai Tucson.
Christopher Allen Lynch.
Deal's so right, it almost feels wrong. Get the car or SUV you want at the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event. Right now, get 2.99% APR for 72 months on the Hyundai Santa Fe, Tucson, or Elantra. Visit your local Hyundai dealer today. Offers end March 31st. Call 562-314-4603 for details.
At CertaPro Painters, we know that a happy place comes in many colors, like ones that inspire a sense of wonder, or a new flavor that makes life just a little bit sweeter, or one to celebrate those moments that lift you to new heights. With thousands of 5-star reviews, you can trust us to bring happiness home. CertaPro Painters, that's painting happy. We proudly use Sherwin-Williams paint.
Feels like home. The family that vacations together stays together. At least, that was the plan. Except now, the Dastardly desk clerk is saying he can't confirm your connecting rooms.
Wait, what?
That's right, ma'am. You have rooms 201 and 709.
No, we cannot be 5 floors away from our kids.
The doors have double locks. They'll be fine.
When you want connecting rooms confirmed before you arrive, it matters where you stay.
Welcome to Hilton. I see your connecting rooms are already confirmed.
Hilton. For this day.
Tournament Resume sponsored by Monster.com. Monster.com helps you slam dunk the job search and make your next career move. Monster.com provides great coaching and millions of job openings. Get off the bench and go to Monster.com today. San Diego, UC San Diego, the Tritons, the number 12 seed in the South, won 15 straight games, won their first ever Big West title in their first opportunity to compete in this tournament. This was a transition team. They went through 4 years of transition from the D2 level to get to D1 and now are eligible for the tournament. Meanwhile, for Michigan, well, they won the Big Ten Tournament Championship. 25-9, went 14-6 in league play, and they punched their ticket last weekend here to Denver. Chris Howell will inbound, an 8-0 advantage for Michigan to start things off, and Hayden Gray gets the inbound. A little pressure applied by the Wolverines in the backcourt. Bringing it up is Howell. He'll skip it out to the left side, and K-pitch. 8-0 Michigan. Magai at the top of the key. Going over to Gray. Back it comes to Magai. Magai shooting it over Wolf with 8 to shoot. The shot well short, and Wolf the rebound.
And just the size and the length of Michigan is dissuading UC San Diego from even attempting to get into the paint or put it on the floor, just settling for passes along the perimeter.
Donaldson finding Burnett in the corner. His 3 is short, and the rebound started up by Hayden Gray for UC San Diego. The Tritons into the front court. K-pitch at the top of the key. He'll hand it off to Magai. Magai flips it back to K-pitch. Wide open 3 on the left wing. In and out, and it pinballs into the hands of Magai. Second chance, but he throws it away. Wolf with the steal for Michigan. Jones will bring it up. Wolf the skip to Burnett. Entry pass, Golden, right block, off the window, 10-0 Michigan. Oh, what a start for the Wolverines.
Glad Golden is as good as anyone in college basketball, catching an entry pass and keeping the ball high, not allowing the smaller guards to strip it were he to bring it down.
Tate Jones will swing it around to Gray, backing up on the left wing. It's Magai with 10 to shoot. Over the left side, Gray, top of the key. Golden out on him. Gray, step back 3 over Golden, off the heel, no good. Offensive rebound, Chris Howell. Second chance. It's Gray bouncing it down low. Block shot, Wolf with the rejection of Norden. K-pitch, and out of bounds to Michigan. There's a timeout on the floor with the score. Michigan 10, UC San Diego nothing. You're listening to the men's basketball tournament on the Westwood One NCAA Radio Network.
Welcome to AutoZone. What are you working on today?
My car is making this noise. Sometimes it's like doop doop and
What's up, insiders, basketball fans all over the world? Thank you so much for hanging out with us today during March Madness. Oh man, we're having so much fun. We've got streams going for every single game of the tournament. We're tracking our brackets. It's a lot of fun in the chat. Please chat it up. Hit that like button down below and share this link out. That's going to be the best way to bring more basketball fans here to the chat. And we're already seeing thousands of fans come into the first stream of 16 on Thursday. I'm going to let Joe take it home. We appreciate you being here.
This is Joe Bowen, the voice of the Toronto Maple Leafs. So like, subscribe, and share, because every click impacts SickKids' mission to heal the future.
So you can reach the people you want faster. According to Indeed data, sponsored jobs posted directly on Indeed have 45% more applications than non-sponsored jobs. Plus, with Indeed sponsored jobs, there are no monthly subscriptions, and you only pay for results. Start at Indeed.com/credit.
And that is why many of the greatest feats of fandom require you to be on your feet. Any questions?
Professor, NCAA men's basketball is back. Are we ready?
You prepared to show up, show out, give it 110 from tip to the final buzzer? Oh, you're ready. March Madness. Attendance is encouraged. Passion is mandatory. Buy your seats today at ncaa.com/MVB tickets.
Kevin Kugler and Austin Crozier here at our Grainger courtside seats in Denver. For the ones who get it done, there's Grainger, offering professional-grade products for all industries, fast delivery, and free technical support. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. What a start for Michigan, Austin. 10-0 lead. Wolverines 4 of 8 from the floor, 2 of 4 from 3. 0 for 6 for UC San Diego, and 0 for 5 from three-point land. That 2 that was blocked by Wolf on the baseline, the first 2-point attempt today for the Tritons.
And if you wanted to go from bad to worse, you could point out the fact that UC San Diego has 4 turnovers, which accounts for half of Michigan's points. They certainly look overmatched at this point. You know, when you look at a team that's been Division II, their first opportunity to get to the NCAA tournament, it's going to be a little bit of nerves. And I think sometimes teams try to recreate themselves in the NCAA tournament. You know, you got to stick to the things that got you to this point and to this far. UC San Diego just needs to settle down a little bit.
Will Cheddar on the floor. The 6'8 junior from Michigan makes his first appearance as Golden will get a breather. Donaldson trying to cross over and find some room inside against Howell. Backs it out to Cheddar in the corner for three. It bounces off the rim. It won't go. And a rebound for UC San Diego. Outlet to Magai, and he'll bring it up the far sideline. Left to right go the Tritons in this first half. Hayden Gray standing middle of the floor as they set up in the right-hand offensive zone. Off the bench, Justin Rochelin, 6'3 junior. 6'5 junior, rather, working it over to the left side, feeding it over to Magai. Magai curling into the paint, forces up a tough shot, but he gets it to go over Donaldson, and the Tritons are on the board, 10-2.
And Eric Olin just smiling at his team and clapping, trying to get a positive spin.
And Reuben Jones on the other end launching a quick three. That won't go. Only a 25% shooter. They'll be happy if he shoots that. Here's Howell on the run to Rochelin, but he gets hung up on the rim as he went up for a two-hand stuff, caught the bottom of the rim and got nothing. Cheddar will enter it to Wolf in the right block extended. Wolf trying to find some room against Howell. He'll spin baseline through two defenders, in some trouble, wraparound pass and a turnover. And Wolf turns that one over back to UC San Diego.
And a great job by the Tritons kind of reading the scouting report. When Wolf gets the ball on that right block, he really likes the quick spin move to the baseline. And the weak side help was there waiting on him and forced the turnover.
So now Hayden Gray will walk it up the floor. Left-hand dribble, brings it over to the right-hand wing. In the corner, it's Howell. Now Magai between the circles. Magai with 17 to shoot. Handoff to Gray. Curls to the left side of the lane. Gets to the elbow. Backs it out now to Howell. Howell on the right wing with 10 on the shot clock. Looking for a screen picked up by Jones on a switch. Howell splits two defenders. Dribbles it off his leg and out of bounds. Wolf came in to dig down and poke it away. And it goes out of bounds to Michigan. Another UC San Diego turnover. Wolf will leave. Donaldson will leave. Golden's back in. And the first appearance for the freshman, L.J. Kaysen.
He's got 5 turnovers in 6 minutes in this game. They're 0 of 5 from the three-point line. Not much worse of a start could happen here for the Tritons.
Lucky to only be down 8.
Yeah.
Jones will try a three again. This one off the heel, no good. Cheddar the offensive rebound, and he's fouled. The foul going against UC San Diego, and I believe it's on number 5, Justin Rochelin. That'll be his first. The Jeep Celebration event is your chance to start a brand new adventure. Hurry in for an exceptional offer on Jeep's Go Anywhere, Do Anything SUVs and let the ride of a lifetime begin. Already 2 fouls on UC San Diego. Still 13:42 to play first half. Kaysen will inbound right baseline. In the corner it comes to Burnett. A little shot fake. Gives it to Golden. Extended on the right wing. Back it comes to Kaysen. Swarming at Kaysen. He feeds it back to Golden. 9 to shoot. Golden feeding it to cutting Burnett to travel. A little sloppy with that one as Golden fed it to Burnett. He just couldn't secure it. And a turnover for Michigan.
And again, you've watched Michigan. I've watched Michigan a lot this year. Those are very common type of turnovers.
Gray trying to penetrate, sees Golden there, backs it out. Now a bounce into the left corner. Aniwaniwa Tate Jones into the paint, forcing it up over the defender Roddy Gale Jr., and he gets 2.
Tate Jones is just a really smooth player. One-on-one in the post. A little bit of a size matchup advantage. Great finish.
There's Golden, right block extended. They swarm a double at him, and he's fouled.
It's interesting. We're seeing the Tritons double team both with Wolf and Golden from that low side. Typically, the help will come from the high side. Both of them like that quick spin move to the baseline. Most teams not accustomed to seeing it. It will be interesting to see how Dusty May makes an adjustment to that.
Second foul on Rochelin. He'll stay in the game for the moment for the Tritons. Kaysen will inbound to Gale. 4-3 in front of the Tritons bench. And it is good. 13-4 Michigan. Gray quickly up the floor. Gets past Kaysen. Golden lurking underneath. Feeds it back out to Kapich. Kapich lost the handle on the ball, and Kaysen the reason why he fouled it. Trying to reach around and steal that one away, and Kaysen commits his first personal. 13-4 Michigan. 12:41 to play in the opening half here in Denver. Hayden Gray, the Big West Defensive Player of the Year, averaging over 3 steals per game to lead Division I. Gets the inbound. Drives it down the left side. Feeding it back up top. Looking for a little room now in the right block. It's Tate Jones trying to spin baseline. 9 to shoot. Tate Jones going to the rim. No, but a foul is called. Missed from close in, but he'll go to the free throw line.
I really think Tate Jones would be a starter at the Big Ten level. You know, at 6'6", the way that he shoots the basketball and can create his own shot. You know, unfortunate for him, he got to a slow start 2 years at Division II.
Later on, we'll select the Smart Coaching Move of the Day, sponsored by O'Reilly Auto Parts. Think O'Reilly Auto Parts for all your car care needs. Get the parts and service you need fast from the professional parts people at O'Reilly Auto Parts. First free throw, no good off the back iron after that second foul on Kaysen. So he will sit down, and Trey Donaldson returning to the lineup immediately for Michigan. One more for the Big West newcomer of the year a year ago. First team All-Pac West for 3 years at Hawaii Hilo at the Division II level. And the second free throw, no good. He missed them both. He's a 76% shooter. Still 13-4 Michigan. 12:20 remaining in the opening half. Cheddar on the left-hand wing. Back to Donaldson. And it slips right through the fingertips of Gale. It's an unforced error and a turnover. Up ahead is Rochelin driving to the rim. Misses the layup, but the follow there for K-Pitch. And the Tritons back within 7. Then they steal the inbound. Ahead to Rochelin. Drives it over Golden for 2. And all of a sudden, in the blink of an eye, 13-8. Michigan's lead down to 5.
Dusty May can't say anything on the sideline other than shake his head and tell his team to calm down.
Here's Burnett, quick three, that's way short. Burnett trying for the offensive rebound, and Karams to Cheddar on the left block, and he lays it in. What a fortuitous bounce for Michigan.
It really was. They've got nothing the last 4 times down the court, and that one was just a gift given to them.
Jones to the right elbow, and he airmails that one out of bounds, tipped out by Donaldson. It'll stay with UC San Diego on a timeout on the floor. 11:33 remaining in the first half. Michigan's gotten a little sloppy. 6 turnovers already, and a 15-8 lead for the Michigan Wolverines. You're listening to the men's basketball tournament on the Westwood One NCAA Radio Network.
Did you know your skin is the largest organ of your body? Huh? That's why you should shower with Old Spice Super Hydration Body Wash instead of plain old bar soap. Love your skin by super hydrating it with vitamin B3 and glorious notes of vanilla and shea. Did you know that my super hydrated skin is the second largest organ of my body? The first is my heart. Old Spice. Men have skin too. Old Spice Super Hydration Body Wash. 24/7 renewing moisture. With daily use.
This is
Hey, you! Yeah, you! This is Joe Bowen, the voice of the Toronto Maple Leafs. Are you checking your bracket during the commercial break like the rest of us? Thanks for chatting it up and enjoying this March Madness live hangout with us. So why...
Hey, thanks for joining us. We really appreciate you being here. Please take a second, hit that subscribe button, and turn on the bell so you don't miss it when we go live for every single college basketball game of March Madness. Every single game. Speaking of which, I've got to start that next stream right now. We'll see you back in the chat. Good luck to your team.
Can recommend a shop for you. Ask for O'Reilly Veriscan today.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Why pay more for a great shave? Choose Barbasol, America's #1 brand of shaving cream. Barbasol's thick and rich lather gives you a close, comfortable shave for just half the price of gels.
Barbasol.
It's time for basketball, and right now, Uber Eats has deals on Burger King, Buffalo Wild Wings, KFC, and hundreds more local favorites. So you can keep your eyes on the ball and your hands on a burger. Get game day deals now, only on Uber Eats. Product availability varies by region. See app for details.
Brad Heller in our Westwood One studios. Let's check the tournament scoreboard, sponsored by GoodRx. For simple, smart savings on your prescriptions, go to goodrx.com or download the free GoodRx app. Drake, the 11th seed in the West, knocking off the 6th seed Missouri 67-57. Meanwhile, Omaha, the 15th seed, has not trailed. The Mavericks lead St. John's 20-19, 7 minutes to go in the first half. You can hear that on the new Westwood One Sports app. And halftime in Lexington, UCLA up on Utah State 39-27. Back to Denver, we rejoin Kevin Kugler and Austin Crozier.
4 turnovers in the last 6 possessions for Michigan, allowing UC San Diego to creep back into this game. We're 8.5 in, and not one player has more than 1 field goal made in this game.
How about the two teams that combined for 11 turnovers in 8.5 minutes?
Hasn't been the cleanest of basketball. No. Here's Magai. 3 will be short, and Karam's off the side iron, out of bounds to Michigan off the inbound for UC San Diego. Unfortunately for Dusty May's Michigan Wolverines, he's seen this before. They've been better of late in the turnover department, but most of the season, this has been a huge problem.
Well, I wonder if you just have a higher acceptance rate. The more it happens, you just realize maybe that's the part of the team.
Wolf going to work on the left-hand wing, trying to back down against Magai. Skips it up top to Gale. Gale will put it on the deck and a reach-in foul called as he starts to move down the right side of the lane. Norton Kapich commits his first personal foul, 4th team foul on UC San Diego. Inbound coming right baseline from Trey Donaldson. Michigan up 15-8. Donaldson looking right, throws it to his right side, and Wolf, and then a turnover. Wolf throws it away. Magai with the steal. Stops for a 3. Pinball's out, no good, and the rebound to Wolf for Michigan. Boy, empty possession off the turnover. Quickly up the floor. Burnett 3 for Michigan is good on the left wing. A quick attack and a 3 for Burnett makes it 18-8 Wolverines.
Yeah, questionable decision by Magai on the other end, coming off that turnover to settle for the 3 on the break. Leads to a fast break going the other way. A 6-point swing.
Here's Magai back to take Jones. Little shot fake, he'll drive down the right side of the lane, gets to the rim. Wolf with a rejection, ball pop 3. Donaldson's got it for Michigan. Push ahead to Wolf, running the open floor, the 7-footer all the way to the rim with a finger roll over the front iron. 20-8 Michigan, back on track and up by 12, their largest lead of the night. Just the 6th 2 taken by Michigan tonight. Only 8 2s taken by UC San Diego. They're 0 for 7 from 3. Jones working against Gale. Trying to back him down one-on-one. Spins baseline. Ball pops free. Jones gets it back. Feeds it over to Howell. Howell puts it on the deck. Back out to Jones. 3 to shoot. 2 to shoot. Jones driving down the left side of the free throw line. And a foul on Roddy Gale Jr. His first, team's 4th.
You know, sometimes it's hard to judge the size of players when you watch them on television. And especially if you watch Michigan with Golden and Wolf, both at 7 feet, maybe you can't grasp it. When you see Wolf dribbling full court at 7 feet, you know, you see the difference in size of NBA players, which Wolf is projected to be next year.
Chris Howell off the inbound on the left-hand wing, gets a screen from Kapich. Swing around left side, 8 to shoot. Jones in the corner. Shot no good. That was rather Magai in the corner for 3. Rims out. Donaldson in the open floor. He'll run it up the floor to Burnett. Fakes the 3, and Burnett stepped on the sideline as he started to make that move from the corner to go down the baseline. He stepped out, and a turnover for Michigan once more. 8? That's 8 in the first half. You know, we still have 9 minutes and 30 seconds to go.
You're up 12 with 9 turnovers in the first half. I mean, it really is remarkable that they won the conference tournament. You know, that they are a 5 seed in the NCAA tournament, being dead last in the conference in turnovers.
And one of the worst in the country. Jones over to Kapich. Swing around to the right side in Gray. Gray will put it on the deck, drives the dish, left corner. 3 is up and off. Rebound into the arms of Golden. 0 for 9 are the Tritons from 3. Work it ahead to Danny Wolf on the right-hand wing. Wolf coming up on 9 to play first half, trying to go to work against his defender, that's Magai, and the ball knocked free after a missed shot. Jones running it up the floor, may have gotten away with a walk. It looked like he did. Everybody says he's traveling, but the official says the ball was tipped in a little bobble, and it's 20-10. Wolf now going to work, down low, on the block, scoops a shot over the front of the rim, through contact, count it, and the foul. Wolf going to the line for one more.
Michigan is huddled at the free throw line. UC San Diego is huddled right under the basket. The size difference between the two is stark.
It's remarkable.
Yeah. You know, this is a Michigan team. When you look at them across the board and you know where they rank in the conference in statistics, they're actually first in holding opponents to shooting just 40% from the field. But they give up 71 points a game, which is 9th in the conference. You know, they're a difficult team to figure out where exactly their strengths lie. They look no further than Wolf, who is on the free throw line.
Second foul on K-Pitch sends him to the bench, and the free throw no good for Wolf. Danny Wolf on the year, just a 62% free throw shooter. Here's Magai in the open floor, trying to find room on the right baseline. Magai turns to the rim, shot won't go. Offensive rebound, Milovic. Maximo Milovic just off the bench. The native of Argentina. Back out to Magai, and now Tate Jones. Jones dribbling down the left side of the lane, bumped by Wolf. Picks up his dribble, feeds it out to Gray. 3, left wing, got it! Off balance, first 3 falls. 1 for 10 now from 3, and Michigan's lead cut to 9. Here's Wolf, a shot fake for Michigan. To Jones, wraps it around to Donaldson. 3 on the left wing, and Donaldson with the answer. Already 5 made threes for the Wolverines. 5 of 10 from behind the arc.
10 of their 18 field goal attempts have come from behind the line.
Jones will bring it up for UC San Diego. He's got 4 points tonight. 15 to shoot as Jones backs it up top. Gray, a little shot fake, feeding it over to Magai. Magai on the move, stops, fades away over Wolf, and the shot falls for Magai. 1 for 7 before that dropped. He's got 4, 10-point Michigan lead. Donaldson will skip it over to Jones. Back to Donaldson, 3 left wing, way off the mark, thuds against the backboard. Rebounded by Jones of UC San Diego. Now Gray will navigate up into the right-hand offensive zone. Jones on the left-hand wing. Feeds it behind. 3 up for Gray and short. Long rebound. Kaysen gets knocked to the floor as he tried to corral that rebound. That'll be on Maximo Milovic. It'll be his first, and it'll take us to the media timeout. 6:57 remaining in this opening half, and it's a 25-15 lead for Michigan. You're listening to the men's basketball tournament on the Westwood One NCAA Radio Network.
One of life's greatest mysteries has finally been solved.
Who let the dogs out? Spruce, spruce, spruce.
It's Spruce, the new hard-working, worry-free weed and grass killer that's safe for use around people and pets. When used as directed, spray the leaves for visible result in just 1 hour and dead weeds in just 1 day. You spray, they play. Weeds die by the next day. Find Spruce wherever weed killers are sold.
Some people just know they can save hundreds on car insurance by checking Allstate first at 888-ALLSTATE or allstate.com. Like you know to check your sunroof is closed first before driving through the car wash.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, no. Wait, whoa.
Yeah, checking first is smart. So if you want to save money, check Allstate first at 888-ALLSTATE or allstate.com. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Savings vary. Terms apply. Allstate Fire and Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
Whoa, it's you, the Capital One Bank guy.
That's what they call me.
Mind if I get a selfie?
Yeah, sure thing. Say no fees or minimums on your Capital One checking account.
Wow, that's a keeper. So, where are you heading?
I'm off to spread the good news that Capital One helps people keep more money in their wallet with no overdraft fees.
Oh, you're the best Capital One Bank guy.
Hey, mind if I get a selfie?
Sure.
Say, Capital One, what's in your wallet?
Terms apply. See CapitalOne.com/bank for details. Capital One NA, member FDIC.
So, your small business is outgrowing your garage. You could go online, find a space, and get catfished. Or you could work with an agent who's a realtor, here to guide and help protect you from the surprises you didn't see coming. Realtors are members of the National Association of Realtors. Right by you.
Monster.com helps you slam dunk the job search and make your next career move. With great coaching and millions of job openings, Monster.com empowers you to score your next position and win the job hunt. Get off the bench and go to Monster.com today. Let's check the schedule of tournament games coming up on Westwood One, sponsored by the 2027 X15 engine from Cummins. Featuring better fuel efficiency, immense power, and backed by 25-plus years of experience, the 2027 X15 is built to rise above the challenges of tomorrow. The X15, forever rising. Tomorrow's first-round action begins with the number 8 seed Mississippi State taking on the 9 seed Baylor, 12:05 p.m. Eastern Time in Raleigh, and then Alabama and Robert Morris get it going. 12:30 p.m. Eastern in Cleveland for the nation's top scoring offense in the Alabama Crimson Tide as they try to make a run to the Final Four. Here, Eric Olin's UC San Diego Tritons are down 10, 25-15, and Austin Crozier, 6 of the last 8 field goals Michigan has shot have gone in. They're shooting 53%, while UC San Diego is just 32% from the floor.
I mean, this is kind of how Michigan plays, right? I mean, Dusty May gives everyone on his roster, everyone who's on the court, a green light and supreme confidence. He never yells at guys for taking three-pointers. And in a game where they're not necessarily getting a lot of looks in the interior, they have confidence in knocking from outside.
And they turn it over again. Howell runs it from end-to-end after the steal, and he lays it in. Another Michigan turnover. That's 9.
I don't know what to say. I mean, it's one thing to be a little loose with the ball from time to time, but at a certain point, you've got to step up, get the point guard, make sure you get a good look.
Kaysen on the drive, gets to the rim and lays it in. Michigan by 10, 27-17, as Gray will bring it up the floor. Swing around to Howell on the left-hand wing. Howell looking, calls out Magai. Magai top of the key, wants to send Rochelin through, gives it to Gray. Gray, step back on the left wingers. Magai, shot fake top of the key. He'll drive to 8 feet in the paint, drops it over the front of the rim and in, and the Tritons with an 8.
I think more than anything, there's a point in the game where a team maybe feels like, I don't know if we can win this game. And then it's like, oh, okay, maybe over, and you're giving your opponent, who's clearly inferior, a confidence boost that they can stay in it.
Wolf spinning inside, driving middle of the lane, can't get the shot to fall, and then a foul called on Wolf, trying to rip the rebound away from Norden K-Pitch. That'll be his first, team's 5th, and the Tritons down 8 with the basketball.
Yeah, another storyline that we mentioned how good of a rebounding team Michigan is, and a Triton team that has a negative rebound margin in the Big West. Michigan only has a 2-rebound advantage in the game.
Howell on the right wing will start it up for the Tritons. Howell on the right-hand side, feeding it over to Magai with Wolf in his face. 10 to shoot for Magai. Trying to drive past Wolf, gets baseline, curls around into the paint, floats it over Wolf, shot won't go, and the rebound crashed by Gale on a foul called. Roddy Gale Jr. crashing in to grab the rebound, and a foul underneath, and I believe it's on Rochelin. It is. That's his 3rd personal foul, so Rochelin with his 3rd for UC San Diego, and that will likely sit him down, the best 6th player in the Big West this year. Get good at money so you can be a little bad. Invest well at Empower.com. Now they'll go deeper into the bench. Aiden Burke averages just over 4 points per game. He'll check back in. Howell will leave, and we march to the other end after that foul. The 7th on UC San Diego for a 1-and-1 for Roddy Gale Jr. Free throw number 1 for the Ohio State transfer is good. He's got 17 games in double figures, but only twice over the last 10 games. And in that span, shooting just 8% from 3 over the last 10. Gale 1 for 2 on that trip to the line. Jones the rebound for UC San Diego. 9-point Michigan lead. Jones dribbling it back out to Magai. 18 on the shot clock. Magai will launch a 3, top of the key. Won't get that one to go. We've got a whistle and a foul, looking for the rebound. And Norden K-Pitch working underneath against Will Cheddar, and it's Cheddar who commits the personal foul. His first, team 6th.
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure where that foul was. Cheddar was just, I thought he had pretty good rebound position.
Here's Gray inbounding left baseline. Jumps it in to K-Pitch. Back out it goes up top. And the swing around to Jones. Jones drives past Golden, gets underneath and fingers that one right over the right side of the rim. 28-21, Michigan by 7. On the drive, Gale goes down left baseline and gets to the rim himself and lays it in. And the answer right back.
Yeah, and that's what he needs to do. That's what Michigan needs to do. They're getting too fancy with some of these passes, which is resulting in turnovers, settling for the threes. Gale using his size with the strong finish.
Tate Jones got Cheddar spinning around. He started to the left, came back to the right, got to the rim, and the foul committed by Cheddar, his 2nd, 7th team foul. And Aniwaniwa Tate Jones will go to the free throw line for a pair tonight, 0 for 2 at the stripe.
He's just, a 6'6". He plays a point guard. He can play off of the ball. Really good shooter, and we've seen him really be most effective in this game, putting it on the floor and attacking the rim.
He leads Division I in made free throws and free throw attempts, but he's 0 for 3 tonight at the line as he misses the first. March Madness is coming to a court near you. Experience it live as the nation's best college basketball teams compete for a chance to cut down the nets. Secure your seats today at ncaa.com/MBB tickets.
He's fallen forward on all 3 of his misses, which is a lot of very good free throw shooters will fall forward. You don't want to fall back. But maybe the balance to stay right on the line. And there, he stayed on the line. He was able to make that free throw.
And make it an 8-point game, 30-22. The two teams combined 2 for 7 from the line tonight. Gale swinging it around to Jones. Now Donaldson will skip to Kaysen. Shot fake from behind the arc. Kaysen will drive into the paint using the window. He came from the left side, got middle of the lane, and just bounced it home. Michigan by 10, 32-22.
And first it was Gale Jr., now Kaysen, and Michigan a little bit more of a point of emphasis attacking the rim.
Howell now at the top. Feeding it to Burke, the swing around to Tate Jones. Aniwaniwa Tate Jones, spinning baseline, got past Gale, got to the rim, and he couldn't get it to drop. Everything but the bucket. 10-point lead for Michigan with the ball. Kaysen will put it on the deck. Trying to find room to roam. Double team comes. Kaysen throws out of an extra pass to Jones. Fakes the 3, gives it to Gale. 15 to shoot. Gale looking to drive. Low skip to Kaysen on the left wing. 12 to shoot. Step in deep. 2 for Kaysen. Won't go. Rebound. Gale has it. Steps out of bounds. It'll belong to UC San Diego. Timeout on the floor. 3:36 remaining in this one. The bench has been big tonight. Michigan's outscored UCSD 12-2 on the bench, and they lead by 10, 32-22 in the game. Michigan over UC San Diego. You're listening to the men's basketball tournament on the Westwood One NCAA Radio Network.
Welcome to AutoZone. What are you working on today?
My car is making this noise. Sometimes it's like doop doop, and sometimes it's like grrr.
Do you have a dash light on?
Oh, yeah.
Then we don't have to listen for clues. With the free Fix Finder service, we can read a check engine, ABS, or maintenance light to find the likely fix and even recommend a local shop if you need one.
So you don't need to hear the grrr.
Not with Fix Finder. Free at every AutoZone.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Restrictions apply.
This is the story of the one. As a quality technician in a food processing center, she knows that making the right call is the best way to avoid a recall. That's why she trusts Grainger's world-class supply chain to deliver the high-quality supplies she needs to help keep her production line, her equipment, and her customers happy and healthy. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Your business needed to hire someone yesterday. How can you find amazing candidates fast? Easy. Just use Indeed. With Indeed sponsored jobs, your post jumps to the top of the page for relevant candidates, so you can reach the people you want faster. According to Indeed data, sponsored jobs posted directly on Indeed have 45% more applications than non-sponsored jobs. Plus, with Indeed sponsored jobs, there are no monthly subscriptions, and you only pay for results. Start at Indeed.com/credit.
Listen up, fellow Gen Xers. Elizabeth Banks here. The recommended age for pneumococcal pneumonia vaccination has been lowered to 50 and older, even if you're healthy. It's up to us to lead the way. We've done this before. Music videos, fanny packs, even the World Wide Web. Let's do it again and get vaccinated, because we're at over 6 times greater risk for pneumococcal pneumonia. Gen X, this is our shot. Visit VaxAssist.com and schedule a vaccine today. Sponsored by Pfizer.
32-22, Michigan by 10. 3:36 remaining in the first half with Austin Crozier and our entire Westwood One crew. I'm Kevin Kugler. Michigan at 54% from the floor now. Tritons at 36%. The only reason this game is even somewhat close, especially with the Tritons shooting 1 of 12 from 3, is that Michigan's turned it over 9 times in the first half, giving extra possessions to the Tritons.
Yeah, 4 more field goal attempts for the Tritons. Gotten to the line 1 more time. You know, I will say this: if you are UC San Diego, you have had your opportunity. You know, you can't expect Michigan to continue turning the ball over at this level. They have to make them pay for it at a higher rate. And shooting just 36% from the field, 1 of 12 from the 3 is not going to get it done. But Tate Jones has been very effective. He had a great score, drew a foul, got to the foul line, a great move that he missed right at the rim. Michigan really struggling to match up with him.
Howell out on the perimeter, fakes the 3, dishes left corner. K-Pitch will launch the 3, rolls off, no good, and Gale the rebound. 1 for 13 for 3 for the Tritons. Gale now across from our right to our left, set up in the left-hand offensive zone. Golden, who's been quiet tonight, just 2 points on 2 shots. We welcome those of you just joining us across our network. Michigan by 10, 32-22. Trey Donaldson going to work top of the key, left-hand offensive zone, 5 to shoot, pushes a pass to Gale, entry to Golden, down on the right block for an easy 2, and it's 34-22 Michigan.
And that's the first time Michigan has had Golden wide open on the block.
Quick 3 on the other end for the Tritons. They get it down to Magai, and he reins it into the right corner. And a 34-25 ball game here in Denver. 2:35 to play in this first half.
Tritons in the 2-3 zone.
Golden stands at the free throw line trying to back down against that zone. Turns with the left hand and just sort of slithers his way to the rim and lays it in. Giant hands and arms.
Giant, I mean, almost look at that suction cup on the ball, the way that he held that out to the side.
Howell on the left-hand wing with 18 to shoot. Howell working the dribble between his right and left hand. Sends it over to K-Pitch. K-Pitch will work it over to the left side of Magai. Magai will launch the 3. It's short. Donaldson the rebound for Michigan. He puts one hand up, wants to slow it down with 2 to play in this first half. Feeding it over to the left side. Now Wolf on the right-hand wing. Wolf stops 3, top of the key. That one grazes the iron, no good, and Amari Burnett gets the rebound. Second chance for Michigan. Golden will toe the line. Big man for 3. That won't go. We've got a whistle and a foul on the floor underneath, trying to keep Wolf from getting that rebound. It'll go on the Tritons. UC San Diego's Aniwaniwa Tate Jones commits the personal foul. That's his first.
You know, sometimes you just think, you know, if you're in a time machine and you'd have coaches from the 80s watch a game today. You got a 7-footer takes a 3-pointer. They get an offensive rebound. They kick it out to a different 7-footer who shoots a 3-pointer. I mean, the modern game of basketball is wild with the shooting ability, the ball handling ability of a lot of the big players.
Front end of the 1-and-1 for Wolf after the foul is no good, and K-Pitch the rebound. Wolf 0 for 2 at the line. Here's Tate Jones over to the left-hand wing. Coming up on 90 seconds to play first half. Drives down the right side of the lane. Golden is there. He backs it out. Gray at the top, feeding it over to Magai. 10 to shoot. Gray right wing. Driving left side baseline. Stops in the paint. Up and under. Spins. Fades. Jumper no. Wolf with the rebound. The Big Ten's rebounding leader has 5 in the first half. Quickly up the floor to Burnett. Burnett on the left wing. Back it goes to Wolf. Wolf calling for it. Fades away. Gives it to Golden in the paint. And the little baby hook in the paint is good. Golden's got 8. And it's 38-25 Michigan.
And we have not seen a lot of the high-low or the high pick and roll between the 4 and the 5 Golden and Wolf. Had a little bit of an interior pass there. Big part of what I think makes this team so special.
And Jones coming around the corner runs into a screen and an illegal screen called. And Jones commits the personal foul. That is his second, and a turnover back to Michigan with 48.1 to play in the first half. Donaldson now will walk it up the floor for Michigan. Enjoying their largest lead.
I think Desmay was calling for the 2-for-1. Not going to get it.
Wolf now on the right side. He'll spin, back it out to Donaldson. 16 to shoot. Donaldson driving baseline. Gale now gets it from Donaldson on the left side. Lost the ball, gets it back, zips it to Wolf in the paint, goes from left to right across the lane, can't get the hook to drop. And now UCSD will bring it up 5-on-4. 4 players for UCSD because on the back end of the play, Howell is still down. Slow to get up, they'll stop the play as his teammates will go back to check on Howell.
And we saw that in the last game. When Ward went down late, it almost looked like he got the wind knocked out of him. That could be the case here.
Ooh, he got sat on. He went down awkwardly. Imagine going into a seated position with a 7'1", 250-pound folding chair dropping on top of you.
That was basically a squat in which Golden was the barbell.
Wow. So on the other end, they called a foul. That's what stopped the play. Gale commits the foul, and to the line goes Tyler McGuy. Front end of the 1-and-1 is good, and he'll get the bonus. UCSD, the Tritons, just 2 of their last 8 shots made from the field, trying to chip away at this at the line with 18.6 to play first half. McGuy with one more at this charity stripe for UC San Diego. Second free throw up and down, and now Michigan can hold for the final shot, and they'll use their use it or lose it timeout here. 38-27, Michigan by 11, 18.6 seconds remaining in the first half, and a timeout in Denver. You're listening to the men's basketball tournament on the Westwood One NCAA Radio Network.
Hi, it's me, your USPS Ground Advantage shipment. Just left the warehouse and hitting the road.
Hey, Insiders! Thanks so much for hanging out with us today and listening to the broadcast of this NCAA First Four March Madness matchup in our SickKids Bracket Mania campaign. All right, we are live. Check out that link that's pinned in the chat and see our amazing goal. We are on the road to passing 100,000 subscribers / insiders here on the channel. Are you an insider yet? Have you hit that subscribe button? I bet you have now. Thank you for doing that. Thank you for checking out our Bracket Mania campaign. A lot more coming up soon, especially hopefully with some help from Mr. Joe Bowen, the Hall of Fame announcer of the Toronto Maple Leafs, getting ready for that playoff run. We'll see you back in the chat.
Finger roll, no. Golden offensive rebound, put back and a foul with 1.8 seconds to play in the first half. Vlad Golden providing a lift for Michigan with a chance at a three-point play.
So unfortunate for the Tritons. I mean, that looked like it was going to be a turnover 3 different ways. Danny Wolf lost it, got it back, missed a shot, and Golden, I mean, it's not surprising. This is what Golden has been doing all season long. He's so good around the basket, keeps the basketball high when he gets it, able to finish through contact.
Free throw is good. 11 points for Golden. 41-27 Michigan. Inbound to Gray. Three-quarter court heave. Good if it goes. Off the backboard at the top. It caroms away. And Vlad Golden, who scored the last 9 points for Michigan, leads the Wolverines with 11 in the first half and leads them into the locker room with a 41-27 lead over UC San Diego.
You know, this is one of the hard things when you look a little bit at the scorebook. Michigan has 41 points. That is above their season average. They've shot 53% from the field, which is above their season average. But they have 9 turnovers. It's hard to say that that was a great offensive half when you had that many turnovers, but they are able to do enough to get a 14-point lead. If you're UC San Diego, you got to be kicking yourself that you didn't take advantage of the turnovers. A couple of guys really struggling from the field, especially a team who's a good three-point shooting team, just 2 of 15.
Our halftime score, Michigan 41, UC San Diego 27. When we return, we'll head back to our Straight Talk Wireless studios for the halftime report. Need more data so you can stream your Jam Mix on loop? Switch to Straight Talk and get real unlimited data on a reliable 5G network. Straight Talk, available at Walmart or straighttalk.com. From the Westwood One NCAA Radio Network, this is the men's basketball tournament.
People always ask me, Guy, why are you so confident? And I tell them because I shop for a used car with Carfax. Why Carfax? Because I was able to pause for the facts. What kind of facts? Used car facts. Facts. Like which car has been in a reported accident, which ride has the best value, facts. Which car will have me feeling so confident that I'll just turn up the radio facts. And roll down the windows facts. And belt out show tunes, knowing full well that I cannot sing. Facts. Carfax is the answer. Shop the all-new Carfax.com.
Traveling in basketball? Bad move. Traveling the world? Great move. Wherever the road takes you, Best Western is your place to take a time out and catch your breath. Because every team needs a place to regroup. Life's a trip. Make the most of it at Best Western. Book direct and save at bestwestern.com.
All power, zero compromise. Ego cordless outdoor power equipment features advanced lithium battery technology that exceeds the power and performance of gas without the noise, fuss, or fumes. From blowers and trimmers to mowers and pressure washers, one battery powers over 90 tools. No wonder it is the #1 rated brand in cordless outdoor power. Power beyond belief. Visit egopowerplus.com to learn more or to find an Ego retailer near you. That's egopowerplus.com.
The beauty of a tournament cheat sheet is that someone else spent thousands of hours watching film and analyzing stats, so you didn't have to. When it comes to hiring for your small business, LinkedIn does the same thing with candidates. LinkedIn delivers the strongest hiring data and insights to help you identify the right candidates to make the best hiring decisions. Hire professionals like a professional on LinkedIn. Post your job for free at linkedin.com/SXM. That's linkedin.com/SXM. Terms and conditions apply.
Michigan, a 10-0 start to the game. The Wolverines lead UC San Diego 41-27 halftime in Denver. Brad Heller with you in our Westwood One studios. We'll get to the scoreboard coming up, but first let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is the Westwood One NCAA Radio Network, your home for the national championships.
Yo, it's Jacob Hester from Off Campus on College Sports Radio. For full breakdowns of this game and more, tune in weekdays from 3 to 6 p.m. Eastern on Channel 84 or anytime on the SiriusXM app.
Let's check the tournament scoreboard, sponsored by MaintainX. MaintainX is the asset and maintenance app that brings your unplanned downtime to zero. Try for free at maintainx.com/MVP. That's maintainandthetletterx.com/MVP. The 2-seed St. John's fell behind 7-0 early against Omaha, but the Red Storm a strong finish to the first half.
Right on the E in Madness at midcourt, coming left on a high screen. Works it inside, a layup, total foul. Iwachukwu inside for St. John's with 2.7 seconds to go and a chance at a three-point play.
Red Storm up 5 at the half on Omaha, 33-28. That was Chris Carino on the call. UCLA pulling away from Utah State, 63-44 Bruins, under 7 minutes to go there. Meanwhile, Texas Tech and UNCW, the Red Raiders have a 21-12 lead. They have 12 minutes to go in the first half. Drake awaits the winner of that one. The 11th seed in the West upset the 6th seed Missouri, 67-57, 21 points for Missouri Valley Player of the Year. Bennett Sturts. Arkansas over Kansas, 79-72. There were 10 lead changes. The Razorbacks a late 7-0 run to pull ahead for good. Tennessee wire-to-wire to top Wofford, 77-62. Texas A&M, career-high 25 points for Pharrell Payne. The Aggies beat Yale 80-71. McNeese, first ever tournament win, 69-67 over Clemson. The Cowboys will face Purdue on Saturday. The Boilermakers beat High Point. BYU over VCU to set up a matchup with Wisconsin. The Badgers got by Montana, shooting 55%. Gonzaga also 55% shooting as the Zags over Georgia. Gonzaga, Houston Saturday. The Cougars were up 40 on the way to a 38-point win over SIUE. Auburn over Alabama State by 20. The Tigers and the Creighton Blue Jays Saturday, as Creighton earning its 5th consecutive trip to the round of 32, beating Louisville. Your halftime score, UC San Diego trails Michigan 41-27. Coming up, Nick Ba's going to join me to preview tomorrow's first round action. You're listening to the men's basketball tournament on the Westwood One NCAA Radio Network.
Workdays can be unpredictable, but your workwear shouldn't be. With a Cintas Apparel Plus program, you'll have freshly laundered garments for everyone on your team delivered every week. Cintas has workwear for just about any job imaginable, with high-performance fabrics and an uncompromising fit that stretches and moves with you. Don't leave looking and feeling good to chance. Visit Cintas.com.
Oh, I'm ready!
And get ready for the workday.
Spring forward with real unlimited data from Straight Talk this tax season and get a free Samsung Galaxy A16 5G or Moto G Power 5G 2024 with select plans. So you can stream games during Mad March hours, check the weather for April showers, and watch gardening videos about May flowers. Straight Talk, real unlimited data. Available at Walmart and StraightTalk.com. Offer valid through 4/15/25. Taxes and fees apply. Requires purchase of single line gold unlimited plan or higher. For network management practices, visit StraightTalk.com.
Welcome back to the Straight Talk Wireless Studios here in Los Angeles. I'm Brad Heller. Need more data so you can stream your Jam mix on loop? Switch to Straight Talk and get real, unlimited data on a reliable 5G network. Straight Talk available at Walmart or straighttalk.com. Michigan up 14 at the half on UC San Diego, 41-27. All right, time now to preview tomorrow's first-round action, all 16 games. And our studio analyst, Nick Baugh, is here. Hi, Nick. Thanks for joining us.
How fun is this?
Oh, my God, it's the best.
Greatest.
And now let's get ready to look ahead tomorrow with the two-time defending champion UConn Huskies, an 8 seed this year against the 9 seed Oklahoma. Where is this Huskies team for you coming into the tournament?
Yeah, they've just haven't been able to fully capture any consistency on the defensive end of the floor throughout the season. And it is pretty amazing to think that you have back-to-back national champs and nobody's really talking about them at all heading into the NCAA tournament. And the thing I will caution people, Liam McNeely, their stud freshman, was hurt for a stretch in the middle of the season, and that's when things got a little bit rocky for the Huskies. When he's been good, UConn's been a different team. I was able to call on Westwood One, myself and Kevin Kugler called his 38-point performance in a win at Creighton for UConn. So if they can find any consistency on the defensive end of the floor and McNeely can score, you're still talking about a team that's got no reason to not be uber confident in March.
Winner of UConn and Oklahoma will likely see Florida, who faces Norfolk State. Meanwhile, the other number 1 seed in action tomorrow, the Duke Blue Devils. Cooper Flagg today says he is pain-free with that ankle. So here we go with this Duke team. A lot of expectations with Cooper Flagg and company heading into the tournament.
It's going to be so interesting to watch Duke because it flies in the face of wisdom and trends lately that you can build around freshmen and have success in the NCAA tournament. Duke's led by 2 freshmen in Con Knipple and Cooper Flagg, but those guys play beyond their freshman tag, if you will. They had no problem winning the ACC tournament without Cooper Flagg, but if Duke wants to make a run here, Cooper Flagg's got to be who he's been throughout the season. And the thing that's amazing about Cooper Flagg is sometimes when you think about freshmen in the NCAA tournament, you conjure up images of Kevin Durant or Carmelo Anthony or Anthony Davis, and you think about guys that maybe aren't physically quite there. You can see the skill, but they're physically not quite there. Cooper Flagg is going to be the strongest guy on the floor almost every time he steps onto the court. It's going to be fun to watch him play. It's good to hear that he's pain-free. We'll see what that ankle looks like in game number 1.
Already had a 12-seed win today with McNeese. Tomorrow you got Colorado State, you got Liberty. Any other upsets you're keeping an eye on?
Well, okay, I'll get real bold. If you want a frisky 15 seed, Bryant.
Okay.
Bryant, I called the America East Championship game on Westwood One. They have high major athleticism. They're led by a former McDonald's All-American and Earl Timberlake at the point guard spot. They're all about 6'6" to 6'8". They're 3rd in the country in block shots. Just saying, when you watch these 2 seeds play 15 seeds or 1 seeds play 16 seeds, there's such a discrepancy in athleticism and size typically. And even if you are having a poor shooting day, you can just overwhelm the opponent as the top seed with your strength and athleticism. I'm not sure Michigan State's going to be able to overwhelm Bryant. Now, the scary thing is Bryant wants to play fast. Michigan State wants to play fast, and they're really good at it. I'm just saying, I'm not fully calling for it, but I guess would it stun me if we get in the second half of that game and Bryant has hung around Michigan State? It would not shock me at all.
We like bold.
You like bold?
We like bold.
I should have been more bold. I should have had my extra cup of coffee, then I would have pulled the trigger and fully committed to it.
Oh, we got plenty of time over the next few days. Nick Baugh, our studio analyst for the entire tournament. Thanks for stopping by.
You got it. Thanks for having me.
Hey, still more basketball to go tonight, though. Halftime in Denver, Michigan 41, UC San Diego 27. We're going to rejoin Kevin Kugler and Austin Crozier at Ball Arena after this. From the Westwood One NCAA Radio Network, this is the men's basketball tournament.
Pro Savings Days are back at Lowe's with limited time savings on the supplies pros need. Get up to 40% off select major appliances. Plus, save an additional $100 on every $1,000 you spend on select major appliances. And don't miss your chance to activate and earn 3 times the points on select DeWalt and Klein tools. Lowe's, we help, you save. Valid through 3/28. Selection varies by location. While supplies last. See associate or Lowe's.com for more details on qualifying items.
Meanwhile at Xfinity.
Okay, huddle up. Do you realize how many fans stream basketball? It's madness.
But real fans stream with Xfinity Internet.
Totally. We've engineered a super fast connection.
With reduced buffering and low lag.
'Cause making streaming better is what we do!
Yeah!
Yeah!
Can we let go now? It's really not a huddle with two people.
Switch to Xfinity Internet and stream live sports from the best seat in the house. Bring on the good stuff. Restrictions apply. Not available in all areas. Actual speeds vary. Not guaranteed.
I used to lack confidence until I shopped for a used car with Carfax. With Carfax, I was able to...
Pause for the facts.
I saw all the facts, like millions of cars, reported vehicle histories, and found the best values. Thanks to Carfax, I had the confidence to shop like a pro.
Facts.
A pro car shopper who feels like a winning ping pong champion.
Facts.
The ping pong champ whose legendary story is now a blockbuster movie.
Facts.
Starring me, Little Miss Confident.
Yeah! Facts.
Sorry, you get it. Shop the all-new Carfax.com.
All power, zero compromise. Ego cordless outdoor power equipment features advanced lithium battery technology that exceeds the power and performance of gas without the noise, fuss, or fumes. From blowers and trimmers to mowers and pressure washers, one battery powers over 90 tools. No wonder it is the #1 rated brand in cordless outdoor power. Power beyond belief. Visit egopowerplus.com to learn more or to find an Ego retailer near you. That's egopowerplus.com.
UC San Diego facing their second largest halftime deficit of the season, down 41-27 to the Michigan Wolverines at halftime, as we welcome you back to Denver, Colorado, where Michigan really has dominated in kind of an uneven fashion. 9 turnovers have really thwarted what Dusty May's team could be doing, and it's kind of the thing that's keeping UC San Diego in this game right now.
It's the entire storyline of the game from Michigan's standpoint. Again, we've mentioned that this is a team that is one of the worst in all of college basketball taking care of the ball, average 14 a game on the season. So maybe 9 is not a huge number by those standards, although it does seem like it's just so disruptive to what they're trying to do offensively. I think for UC San Diego, they just don't play. They probably haven't played a team all year that has one 7-footer, let alone 2 of the caliber of these guys. I mean, again, they're projected a first-round pick and a second-round pick in this year's draft, and I think it is taking UC San Diego really out of what they want to do. And Ioannou Tate-Jones has been, the one guy on the team that has been efficient, 3 of 5 from the field. But Tyler McGuy, 4 of 13.
Our halftime score in this one, Michigan 41, UC San Diego 27. When we return to Denver, we'll have the start of the second half between the Wolverines and the Tritons. You're listening to the men's basketball tournament on the Westwood One NCAA Radio Network.
Hey, fellow Gen Xers, it's Elizabeth Banks. Big news. The recommended age for pneumococcal pneumonia vaccination has been lowered to 50 and older, even if you're healthy. It's up to us to lead the charge. After all, we gave the world the internet. We're trailblazers. Let's lead the way again, because we are at over 6 times greater risk for pneumococcal pneumonia. Gen X, this is our shot. Head to vaxassist.com and schedule today. That's vaxassist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
It's time for basketball. And right now, Uber Eats has deals on McDonald's, Popeyes, Pizza Hut, Wendy's, and hundreds more local favorites. So you can keep your eyes on the ball and your hands on a hamburger. Get game day deals now, only on Uber Eats. Product availability varies by region. See app for details.
It's Power Torque Tools DIY Days at O'Reilly Auto Parts. Lifetime guaranteed Power Torque professional hand tools only at O'Reilly Auto Parts.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Robinhood Gold members can now enjoy the VIP treatment, receiving a 3% IRA match on annual retirement contributions. With Robinhood Gold, the perks of the high net worth are now available for any net worth. The new gold standard is here with Robinhood Gold. To receive a 3% boost on annual IRA contributions, sign up at Robinhood.com/gold. Investing involves risk. 3% match requires Robinhood Gold $5 a month for 1 year from first match. Must keep funds in IRA for 5 years. Go to Robinhood.com/boost. Robinhood Financial LLC member SIPC. Gold membership is offered by Robinhood Gold LLC.
When you partner with CDW, your people get more out of technology. CDW AI architects deliver Microsoft services to automate tasks and boost productivity, helping sales reps connect with more customers. Remote teams collaborate seamlessly, and small businesses compete at scale. That's amazing. Make amazing happen. Microsoft and CDW. Learn more at cdw.com/modernwork.
Westwood One presents Great Moments in Tournament History.
April 3rd, 1989, Michigan and Seton Hall battle in Seattle for the national championship. Glenn Rice's 184 cumulative points set an individual tournament record. But in the final, it was Rumeal Robinson who won it for the Wolverines from the free throw line.
3 seconds left. Clock arrested. Well, Rumeal Robinson is going to try to put his team into the lead. Robinson shoots. It's good. And it's 80-79. Michigan is into the lead.
Seton Hall's last-second shot was off the mark, and Michigan, behind newly hired head coach Steve Fisher, won their first title 80-79 in overtime. With another great moment in tournament history, I'm Kevin Kugler. (41-27) Michigan as we get set to start the second half in Denver. Let's check the halftime stats. Sponsored by Barbasol. Barbasol shaving cream delivers a thick lather and close, comfortable shave for half the price of gels. Why pay more for a great shave? Choose Barbasol. 41-27, Glad Golden with 11 points to pace Michigan, 7 for Wolf, 6 for Burnett and for Gale. Michigan in the first half shooting 53% from the floor and 5 of 13 from 3. But the turnovers were a problem. 9 first half turnovers turned into 8 points for UC San Diego. They got 11 from Tyler McGuy and 7 from Tate Jones. But that's it. Shooting in the first half just 34% and 2 of 15 from three-point land. They never led in the game. Michigan has its largest lead of the game as we get set to start this second half. Time now for the second half keys. Sponsored by Wago. Trust your game. Trust your wiring with Wago electrical connectors. Gear up at wago.com/hoops for your next electrical project. All right, Austin, what do you see for the keys to this second half?
Well, considering Michigan had 3 turnovers in their first 5 possessions, I feel like we've been talking about it for essentially the entire game, and that is the obvious place for Michigan to start. Just a little more careful with the basketball. I think Dusty May has a certain level of a leeway with his team playing loose, but this definitely crosses the line. They're up 14 points, take care of the ball, and they're easily up 20. At the other end, for UC San Diego, you got to make shots. You know, this is a game about making shots. From the three-point line, they are 2 of 15. They're 2 of their 3 leading scorers, Kapich and McGuy, 1 of 12 from behind the arc. That's just not enough to beat a Big Ten team, a 5 seed in the NCAA tournament. You got to be able to make shots.
Well, they have not made shots yet in this game, and their leading scorers, when you look at Aniwaniwa Tate Jones, who averages 19.5 points per game, 7 in the first half. When you look at Tyler McGuy, he had 11 in the first half, so he is pacing for his average. Hayden Gray with just 3 points. He averages over 11 per game. 2 of the top 3 scorers well below their pace, and then Norton Kapich, the 4th leading scorer, just 2 points. 1 for 6 and 0 for 4 from three-point land.
Yeah, I mean, 34% is just not going to get it done from a team on the season. Shoots 46% overall and 37% from the three-point line, second best in the Big West.
Time now for the start of the second half, sponsored by Indeed.com. You just realized your business needed to hire someone yesterday. How can you find amazing candidates fast? Easy. Just use Indeed. Start at Indeed.com/credit. Michigan's 9th game this year, leading by double figures at the half. But if you're looking for a little bit of hope, trailing at the half this year, UC San Diego is 6-4. A .600 winning percentage when losing at halftime. They're going to need to improve that by 1 if they want their season to continue in this NCAA tournament.
Well, I mean, you can see Eric Olin, head coach for UC San Diego, on the sidelines. He is being very encouraging and very enthusiastic of his team. He knows what they are up against, and he just wants to see them play their best basketball over the last 20 minutes.
Michigan to work in the right-hand offensive zone. It's Damari Burnett who will dribble middle of the floor, sends it over to Donaldson. Donaldson will enter it to Golden. 10-footer on the left side, no. Rebound in the paint, corralled by McGuy for UC San Diego. Here comes Gray up the floor. Gray will back it out to Kapich. Kapich will dribble middle of the floor with a right-hand dribble to the right wing. Kapich a chest pass into the right corner to McGuy. McGuy, and now Tate Jones. Tate Jones trying to go to work down the baseline, working against Golden. Goes through from right to left, down on the baseline, and a whistle a foul called away from the ball, an offensive foul, and a turnover. It's Tate Jones who picks up his third personal.
Hard to imagine that Eric Olin's going to take him out of the game with that third foul. You just got to trust your senior, your leading scorer. Definitely not going to win with him on the sideline.
Donaldson, crossover, the lob down low. Golden left it short, but we've got a whistle and a foul. For the crowd booing, and I believe that's on Aniwa Tate Jones, and that's his fourth.
Unbelievable. I mean, how many times have we seen that happen today? A guy with 3 fouls stays in the game and picks up a cheap one. There's the right call.
Eric Olin looks at it on the big screen and says, horrible call. Horrible call. But did not change the call as Golden's free throw catches the front iron and drops. Let's check the attendance, sponsored by Uber Eats. Uber Eats is delivering game day deals from hundreds of your local favorites all week. Order now on Uber Eats. Product availability varies by region. See app for details. There are 19,291 in attendance here in Denver. Golden's second free throw, no good. Rebound punched out. Golden gets it back, but then he turns it over. So a cough up for Michigan. Howell at the top of the key. Drives the lane for UC San Diego. Dumps it off to Kapich. Kapich inside trying to work against Golden. Got the bucket up and down. And a foul on Glad Golden. A chance for one more at the line for Norden Kapich.
And Golden's as good as anyone in college basketball being vertical. And he came across vertical, but he did reach just a little bit. I think that was the right call by the officials. Dusty May, always positive, but starting to see a little bit of frustration on his face.
Kapich to the line, looking to convert on a three-point play. 74% free throw shooter, good on the attempt, and it's 42-30. Michigan by 12. 18:52 to go in this one. Donaldson now will navigate up the floor from our left to our right. Donaldson reaching out to keep that dribble alive with the left hand. Sends it over with a chest pass to Wolf on the left wing. Donaldson back over to Burnett. Amari Burnett, jab step, deep three, barely draws iron. It'll go out of bounds. And Michigan off to an 0-for-2 start from the floor. And Dusty May says, let's move the basketball, son.
I mean, it's just, we don't really have anything going. Okay, I'm going to burp up a three. And it seems like a third of the shots Michigan has taken from behind the line are in that vein.
Here's Hayden Gray launching a three over Golden, left side. That won't go. Rebound tips into the hands of Magai, and Magai got Golden in the air shooting a three, drew the contact, the shot well short. He leaned in to get that call. Second on Golden, and 3 free throws coming for Tyler Magai.
Just a couple of cheap ones from Golden. Dusty May does not sit down very often, but after that foul, he had to take a seat. Michigan slow to run down the missed shot. Now Golden with 2.
Robin Hood Gold gets you a 3% boost on annual IRA contributions. The new gold standard is here. Sign up at robinhood.com/gold. So they called it a 2-point shot, so 2 fouls. No, they did call it a 3. 3 free throws coming, and 2 more to go as Gray hits the first. Magai at the line for his second. No, they did. They looked at it and said it was 2, not a 3. So he gets 2 free throws. I thought that was the case, and then I got fooled again. 42-32. I know, I should have always done that. But it's game 4 of the day. My instincts have been whittled down to a nub. Burnett on the right-hand wing. Skip to the cross to Wolf on the left side. Wolf trying to find some room to roll against Rochelin. Backs it out to Golden. Golden at the top of the key. 7 to shoot. 2 minutes gone, second half. Skip to the left side. Entry to Wolf. Wolf double team fading away. Wolf for 2. Won't get that one to drop, and the rebound to Magai. 5-1 for the Tritons in this second half. Navigating up the floor within 10. Up top, Kapich fakes the 3. To a cutting Rochelin. Gets to the rim from right to left. And here come the Tritons back with an 8, 42-34.
And this is exactly what happens when you let a team hang around. Michigan has had so many chances to get this to a 20-point lead. They messed around, and now the Tritons think they can win this thing.
Here's Wolf at the top of the key. Stutter step, drives, dish. Donaldson 3, left wing, rolls off, no good. Rebound inside for Rochelin, and here come the Tritons again. Quickly up the floor, Gray beats everybody to the rim, layup good, from right to left, Dusty May says timeout. A 9-0 run, and the Tritons are in it. 42-36, the 12th seed roaring here in Denver. There's a timeout on the court sponsored by Progressive Insurance. You could save big when you bundle your auto, home, motorcycle, RV, or boat. Visit Progressive.com. 42-36, Michigan's lead, down to 6 from the Westwood One NCAA Radio Network. This is the men's basketball tournament.
You can just move through life, or you can find the things that move you. It's your choice. You can choose to get out there. Choose your people. You could choose to go for it. No, like really go for it.
Fourth down, 28-yard line.
Just choose to do something that moves you. Mazda crafts cars for those who choose to do more than simply move. Mazda, move and be moved.
Traveling in basketball? Bad move. Traveling the world? Great move. Wherever the road takes you, Best Western is your place to take a time out and catch your breath. Because every team needs a place to regroup. Life's a trip. Make the most of it at Best Western. Book direct and save at bestwestern.com.
Mom, I need to lay low for a few days.
Lay low? What's going on?
I only paid for this Hyundai Tucson.
Christopher Allen Lynch.
Deal's so right, it almost feels wrong. Get the car or SUV you want at the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event. Right now, get 2.99% APR for 72 months on the Hyundai Santa Fe, Tucson, or Elantra. Visit your local Hyundai dealer today. Offers end March 31st. Call 562-314-4603 for details.
People always ask me, Guy, why are you so confident? And I tell them because I shop for a used car with Carfax. Why Carfax? Because I was able to Oz for the facts. What kind of facts? Used car facts. Facts. Like which car has been in a reported accident, which ride has the best value, facts. Which car will have me feeling so confident that I'll just turn up the radio facts. And roll down the windows facts. And belt out show tunes, knowing full well that I cannot sing. Facts. Carfax is the answer. Shop the all-new Carfax.com.
It's time for the Coles fact of the game. Michigan is one of 4 major conference teams to ever make the NCAAs, coming off a 24-loss season, 24-plus losses. Amazingly enough, 3 of those teams are this year. This Michigan team, this Missouri team, this Louisville team, and the 2017 Missouri Tigers. That's the fact of the game, sponsored by Kohl's. Make this spring a stylish one with on-trend looks for every occasion when you shop at Kohl's and Kohl's.com. Donaldson for Michigan, in some trouble, gets it to Burnett. Nimari Burnett skips it over to Jones. Jones losing the handle on the ball. It's out of bounds and a turnover. Reuben Jones coughs it up. The 11th Michigan turnover, and the Tritons take it back down just 6.
And the Tritons have shown a trap as soon as Michigan has come across the floor a couple of times. They're unprepared.
Hayden Gray in the corner to Magai. For 3, it bounces off the iron. And a 3-point game in Denver, 42-39. For the first time tonight, the Tritons have hit 3 consecutive shots, and they're back in it. Donaldson, 3 on the other end, and a crowd quieter, at least half the crowd. The Michigan crowd roars with Michigan up 6, 45-39. K-Pitch will send it over to the left side of Magai. Magai waving off his teammates, gives it over to Gray. Gray gets to the left elbow, pivots, throws into the corner. K-Pitch 4-3. Got it! Oh my! 3 more on the board, and then a tangle underneath between Burnett and Howell and a foul call.
Unbelievable, the confidence that this UC San Diego team is playing with. And you knew that the way that Michigan was playing, that they were just toying with this team, not taking it serious, so careless with the basketball, settling for so many bad shots. And when you leave a team and you give them opportunities, eventually they're going to take advantage. I mean, this is a team that won the Big West regular season and tournament. A very good team that is finally making some shots.
Foul was on Burnett, so it's UC San Diego ball again. 3-point game. Magai for the tie, top of the key. The three won't go. Rebound loose, popped up in the air. Saved by K-Pitch. He tried to throw it off Donaldson, but it goes out of bounds. It'll belong to Michigan. And a timeout on the floor. 15:57 remaining in this second half. Michigan 45. UC San Diego 42. We got a game in Denver. You're listening to the men's basketball tournament on the Westwood One NCAA Radio Network.
Your business needed to hire someone yesterday. How can you find amazing candidates fast? Easy. Just use Indeed. With Indeed Sponsored Jobs, your post jumps to the top of the page for relevant candidates, so you can reach the people you want faster. According to Indeed data, sponsored jobs posted directly on Indeed have 45% more applications than non-sponsored jobs. Plus, with Indeed Sponsored Jobs, there are no monthly subscriptions, and you only pay for results. Start at Indeed.com/credit.
Pro Savings Days are back at Lowe's with limited time savings on the supplies pros need. Get up to 40% off select major appliances. Plus, save an additional $100 on every $1,000 you spend on select major appliances. And don't miss your chance to activate and earn 3 times the points on select DeWalt and Klein tools. Lowe's, we help, you save. Valid through 3/28. Selection varies by location. While supplies last. See Associate or Lowe's.com for more details on qualifying items.
With Marriott Bonvoy, take your game day rituals on the road. No matter how you show your team spirit, find a stay for your style when you explore our entire world of hotel brands and experiences. Marriott Bonvoy has a brand for every kind of fan. Marriott Bonvoy, official hotel partner of the NCAA. Explore more at marriottbonvoy.com/NCAA.
Selling your home, it's one of the biggest financial decisions you'll ever make. You could go it alone, trying to navigate market trends, determine fair pricing, and tackle tricky negotiations on your own. You could second-guess every decision, wondering if you're doing it right. Then there's the showings, the offers, and the mountain of paperwork. Or you could work with the expertise of a realtor, here to guide and help protect as you make your next big move. Realtors are members of the National Association of Realtors. Right by you.
Later on, we'll select the smart coaching move of the day, sponsored by O'Reilly Auto Parts. Think O'Reilly Auto Parts for all your car care needs. Get the parts and service you need fast from the professional parts people at O'Reilly Auto Parts. 45-42, a 15-3 run over the last 2:59 for UC San Diego, and they are right back in the game. A game that it looked like Michigan was going to run away with up 15 just 39 seconds into the second half.
Yeah, and I think they just have not really taken advantage of their size the entire game. 2 7-footers, and everything has really come from the perimeter. I would be really surprised if you didn't see Wolf involved in some sort of a high-low here.
Kaysen will walk it up the floor for Michigan. Kaysen will drive down the right side of the lane. Double team comes, gets it to Wolf. Wolf on the three-point arc, sends it into the right corner. Kaysen wide open three. Short, rebound by Gray. Tritons down 3 with the basketball. Gray will bring it up from right to left. Navigates to the left-hand wing, just inside the three-point arc with Cheddar draped all over it. Bounces it back over to Tate Jones, back on the floor with four fouls. Left side now working it over to Gray. Gray feeding it to Magai. Magai with 10 to shoot on the left baseline, working against Gale, trying to back him down. Fades away over Gale. The shot bounces off, no good to Wolf. Michigan up the floor with a 3-point lead. Wolf will underhand to Donaldson. Donaldson holds it high above his head. Looking left, goes left. Kaysen into the corner to Cheddar. Back out to Kaysen now with 15 to shoot. Skip past wing to wing to Donaldson. Back it goes to Kaysen on the left wing. Kaysen driving inside, drew the contact and the foul. Rochelin commits the personal, I believe. If it is Rochelin, it's his 4th, but it won't be Rochelin. It's going to be Magai who picks up the personal foul, his first.
And we have seen UC San Diego go to that 2-3 zone a couple of times, and you'll see lots of times, when you have a player in foul trouble like Tate Jones, if you're in man-to-man, you're going to get the ball to whoever it is that Tate Jones is guarding. Now if you go to that 2-3 zone, you can hide him a little bit. So I wouldn't be surprised if we see more of this zone from the Tritons.
Kaysen is called a shooting foul, but he misses the first free throw hard off the back iron. Download the brand new Westwood One Sports app and catch every minute of the men's and women's NCAA tournament anytime, anywhere. Don't be left out. Get the Westwood One Sports app today. Mason at the line for one more. On the year, an 85% foul shooter. Misses them both, however. Rochel in the rebound for the Tritons. Michigan 3 of 9 at the line tonight. Aniwaniwa Tate Jones will start it up to Howell at the top of the key. Now Gray, left wing, driving down the baseline, gets past Kaysen, lays it in. It's a one-point game. Michigan 45, Tritons 44. Donaldson penetrates, dish, Kaysen, 3, right wing, hard off the back iron, no good. Cheddar, offensive rebound, takes it up and a foul call. Chris Howell commits the personal foul. And that'll send Will Cheddar to the line.
Yeah, great effort by Cheddar. But again, I mean, we've said it so many times, I can't believe that Michigan just continues to settle for the three-point shot. 6 of 18 from behind the line. Cheddar earns a trip to the line for 2.
His free throw is good, 86% on the year for the junior from Stewartville, Minnesota. 3 points for Cheddar tonight. Michigan by a pair, 46-44. Second free throw good. Entry into the game comes Norton K-Pitch. Vlad Golden returning for Michigan, and Wolf will get a breather on the Michigan bench.
Well, a stat that you never would have thought would be the case at this point in the game. These two teams are tied in terms of points in the paint. Wow. An area that you would just assume Michigan would dominate.
Here's Gray to the right-hand wing. Skip pass up top to Tate Jones. He'll hand it back to Gray. Launching a 3 from the right wing. It's short. Long rebound out of bounds. It'll belong to Michigan. UC San Diego saying it was tipped. Can't review it. Still 14-10 to play. Michigan ball. 47-44. Wolverines by 3. Trey Donaldson's going to walk it up. Donaldson will skip it to Cheddar. 3, left wing, well short. Rebound by Howell. He'll push it up the floor for the Tritons. Howell to a trailing Magai. Shot fake, 3, short. Rebound, K-Pitch. Second chance for the Tritons. Gray looking into the corner, finds K-Pitch. Shot fake from 3. He'll hold on to the basketball, backs it out. Magai, shot fake, step back 3, top of the key. In and out, no good. Rebound saved by Gray for UC San Diego. Into the corner to Tate Jones. 15 to shoot. Another opportunity for UC San Diego. Tate Jones into the paint, spinning, off the window. No! Gale with good defense, and Michigan the rebound. Gale will bring it up quickly. Michigan to the other end. Runs it to Kaysen. Shot fake from 3. Drives baseline shot. No, what a foul called. And Kaysen will work his way to the line for a pair.
Love that by Kaysen. With the pump fake, getting the defender in the air, and then the hard move to the basket. We haven't seen enough of that from the Wolverines.
What a scramble play as Kaysen will go to the line. If you can't catch our tournament broadcasts on radio, you can also listen online at WestwoodOneSports.com and NCAA.com. On any Alexa-enabled device, simply ask to open Westwood One Sports or listen on the go via the Varsity Network app, the NCAA March Madness app, or the brand new and easy-to-use Westwood One Sports app.
The color schemes of these two programs are very similar, which led to the assumption on my part, incorrectly, that 80% of the building here were Michigan fans, but on this run, you are hearing the Tritons fans come to life, and as you look a little bit closer, you can see that they have traveled very well from Southern California.
2 free throws good for Kaysen, and he stretches the lead to 5, 49-44. And of course, as always at these sites, when the lower seed starts to make a run, everybody in the building starts to root for that seed. So if you're a BYU fan or you're a fan of Texas A&M, you're probably rooting for UC San Diego. Tate Jones will bring it up the floor. Down by 5, 49-44. The flip over to Magai, feeding it over to K-Pitch. Back it goes to Magai, top of the key against Golden. Here's Tate Jones, 15 to shoot. Pushing it over to the right side, finds Gray. Gray with 10 on the shot clock. Dribbling back and forth, picked up by Burnett on a switch. Dribbles behind his back at the free throw line. Dishes to the right-hand side. Magai with 3 to shoot. Magai with 2 to shoot. Baseline jumper over Wolf. Won't go. Rebound through the hands of Golden and tipped out of bounds by UC San Diego. It'll be Michigan ball. Michigan needs some offense. Second half, 1 of 8 from the floor, 1 of 6 from 3. Yet they lead by 5, 49-44. Haven't had a field goal in almost 4 minutes. Wolf top of the key. Spinning at the free throw line. Bounces it to Jones. Skip back up top to Wolf. Thought about the 3. Now he'll drive. Lost the ball on the way up, and it's tipped out of bounds by the Tritons. 11 to shoot. 12 and a half to play in this one.
Wolf very often will go to a spin move, either direction. Go right, spin left. Go left, spin back to the right. And that is definitely in the scouting report for UC San Diego. Every time he puts it on the floor, gets to that spin, there's a defender there forcing Wolf to pick the ball up.
Jones will inbound left baseline, lobbing into Golden, top of the key. Golden holding it on his left hip, now swings it around to the right side to Burnett. 4 to shoot, Namari Burnett dumps it down low. Wolf on the block, right side, lays it in with 1 to shoot, and Michigan stretches the lead to 51-44.
I just feel like Michigan can get that all game long. They just continue to settle outside. I would continue to look for that high-low with Golden or Wolf.
Here's Magai, feeds it back to K-Pitch, fakes the 3. K-Pitch driving in on Golden. He draws the contact and the foul. Glad Golden picks up his 3rd. Free throws coming after a timeout for UC San Diego. 6-0 answer for Michigan to stretch the lead to 7, 51-44. You're listening to the men's basketball tournament on the Westwood One NCAA Radio Network.
Your business needed to hire someone yesterday. How can you find amazing candidates fast? Easy. Just use Indeed. With Indeed Sponsored Jobs, your post jumps to the top of the page for relevant candidates, so you can reach the people you want faster. According to Indeed data, sponsored jobs posted directly on Indeed have 45% more applications than non-sponsored jobs. Plus, with Indeed Sponsored Jobs, there are no monthly subscriptions, and you only pay for results. Start at Indeed.com/credit.
Taxes was feeling so stuck. Sitting in traffic, squeezing into a parking spot, all to squeeze in getting tax help during your lunch break. Now Taxes is a TurboTax expert who does your taxes for you, while you go about your day getting real-time notifications about their progress and the most money back guaranteed. Now this is Taxes. Intuit TurboTax. Get an expert now on TurboTax.com. Only available with TurboTax Live Full Service. Real-time updates only in iOS mobile apps. See guarantee details at TurboTax.com/guarantees.
After battling through the brackets, one team gets the chance to climb the iconic Warner ladder. The final net cutting is the culmination of all the hard work and effort it took to reach this moment. And getting here puts these players and coaches in rare air. It's the same for all the trade professionals working from 20 feet to 20 stories. Every day they challenge themselves to conquer new heights. And Warner is the brand they trust to have their backs. Warner, the #1 pro ladder and official ladder of NCAA March.
Spring forward with real unlimited data from Straight Talk this tax season and get a free Samsung Galaxy A16 5G or Moto G Power 5G 2024 with select plans. So you can stream games during Mad March hours, check the weather for April showers, and watch gardening videos about May flowers. Straight Talk, real unlimited data. Available at Walmart and straighttalk.com. Offer valid through 4/15/25. Taxes and fees apply. Requires purchase of single line gold unlimited plan or higher. For network management practices, visit straighttalk.com.
Be a VIP at the men's Final Four in San Antonio with the NCAA Experience official ticket and hospitality packages. Official NCAA hospitality includes live entertainment, upscale food stations and beverages, appearances by NCAA legends, and much more. To be a VIP at the men's Final Four in San Antonio, visit ncaa.com/VIP. UC San Diego has missed their last 5 shots, 1 for their last 8 from the floor. They haven't scored in 2 minutes and 40 seconds. The winner of this game trying to advance to Saturday to take on Texas A&M. Michigan by 7, 51-44.
We have said it a number of times here. When you have the 2 7-footers, and on the rare occasions where they have looked into the post for either of those guys, either on, pick and rolls, duck-ins, or straight post-up plays, it seems like it has been very easy for Michigan to utilize that size. I'd have to think that Dusty May He's going to ask his team to go that direction here down the stretch.
K-Pitch good on the first free throw. He'll get one more. UC San Diego started 0 for 3 at the line. They are 7 for their last 7 at the charity stripe. One more to go for K-Pitch. K-Pitch with 9 points tonight. 2 for 2 at the line. Free throw is good. He's got them both. He's got 10. It's a 5-point game. Michigan with the ball. Leading 51-46. Gale will walk it up. Jones to the left-hand wing. Back it goes to Roddy Gale Jr. Golden trying to set the screen. Gale drives down the left side of the lane. Gets to the rim and lays it in. Took it right at K-Pitch for 2.
Great attack by Gale. No hesitation. He saw that he had a lane. And lightning fast first step. Really uncontested.
At the top of the key, they'll set up with Burke, handing it off to Tate Jones. They'll put it on the deck. Drives down the right side of the lane. Golden lurking, so he's got to back it out. Skip over to Gray with 8 to shoot. Gray weaving at the top of the key. Feeds it left side. Rochelin driving on Golden. The shot won't go. Loose ball scooped up by Burnett. Mamari Burnett now will start it up for Michigan. To Jones. Reuben Jones open 3. Oh, he got it! 25% on the year, but 100% on that try. And Michigan back up by 10, 56-46. Burke will swing it around to Gray with 15 to shoot. Gray weaving over to the left wing. Golden in front of him. Drops it down on the left block extended to K-Pitch. He'll try to back down against Gale. K-Pitch turns up and under, off the window. Can't get the roll. Rebound Rochelin, an offensive board. Now in the scramble, Tritons back to work. Swings it into the corner. K-Pitch 3. Golden got a piece as he challenged that shot, and Wolf scoops it up. Here's Wolf navigating left to right. Entry pass to Golden, right block. Golden will skip it to a crashing Gale. It caroms off his hand. He secures it. Double team now on the block. Skip around to Wolf on the right wing. Little jab step in a second. Wolf whips it behind the back to Gale. Corner 3. Won't go. Rebound Tate Jones of the Tritons.
Good job by San Diego staying down on the three-point shooters.
Tate Jones pulling his way to the basket. Is that ball going to count as a 2, or do they call the foul on the floor? He drove it to the rim, and the foul is on the floor against UC San Diego.
That looked like it was a continuation, and unfortunately, the shot was goaltended. Could be going for a three-point play, but either way, we've seen it so many times from Tate Jones in this game. The aggressive takes to the basket, not worried about the 7-footers, and he's been very effective.
Third foul on Namari Burnett, and so with exactly 10 minutes to play, Tritons will inbound right baseline. Michigan on the 11-2 run. Tritons trying to stop it. Looking to get this in. They have to hurry, and they do into the corner to Magai. Magai will back it out to Gray. Gray with 18 to shoot. Gray, little crossover, lost the dribble, gets it back with Wolf in front. 13 on the shot clock. Gray weaving, trying to get it to a cutting Rochelin down the baseline, who scoops it up, throws it back around the left side. Magai, extra pass. K-Pitch fakes the 3, now shoots the 3 right wing. He got it! What a 3 for K-Pitch, and it's 56-49 Michigan by 7.
K-Pitch might have gotten hit on the head as he released that shot. Great focus, able to get that over the contested defender.
Here's Wolf now working against K-Pitch. Oyo dribble with the right hand, backs it around to Donaldson, now to Jones. Spins it around to Burnett, 3 in the right corner, no. Air ball caught by Wolf, he'll flip it over his shoulder to Donaldson. Now to Jones with 4 to shoot. Back out to Cheddar, 3 to shoot. 3 for Cheddar is good. And Michigan with the answer in the scramble, up by 10, 59-49.
And I guess if you're Dusty May, this is why you keep shooting the threes. Eventually you're going to get hot. Make 3 or 4 in a row and extend the lead.
Rochelin will swing it around to Howell. Set up in the left-hand offensive zone. The Tritons with 10 to shoot. Howell puts it on the deck against Wolf, trying to bull his way in. He lost his footing, kept his dribble alive on the seat of his pants in the lane, and that's a 3-second violation.
And this is one of the things that makes Danny Wolf, so intriguing to NBA teams, is that at his height, he does a really good job of keeping smaller offensive players in front of him. He spaces them with the recognition with his wingspan that he can contest a shot but not allowing the guards to beat him off the dribble. And that's so important in the modern NBA with that high pick and roll.
10-point lead for Michigan with the ball. The chant of "Let's Go Blue" echoing here in Denver. Golden from the free throw line, driving down the lane, offensive foul. He barreled into K-Pitch, who was set up under the basket, and Golden picks up his third personal.
Dustin May not happy with the call, but I think that was the right one. Golden really has that, 6-8-foot push shot. He got a little bit greedy trying to get the layup. Good position by the defender.
Now Michigan to go small as Golden leaves. Get good at money so you can be a little bad. Invest well at Empower.com.
You said it, going small. It's not very often that they have Golden and Wolf on the sideline. Shetter playing the role of center. This is probably one of the teams that they can get away with playing a lot smaller. Probably wouldn't fly in the Big Ten.
Nate Jones now dribbling top of the key. UC San Diego just 1 for their last 9 in this second half after a 6-for-9 start. Gray enters it into the post, tipped away. K-Pitch able to track it down, but now 9 to shoot. K-Pitch bumped by Gale once, twice, goes baseline, skip into the left corner. The 3 up in the left corner, it's short. K-Pitch has the offensive rebound and a foul called on Gale. Well, they'll give it to Reuben Jones instead. Jones with his first. And a timeout on the floor. UC San Diego, do they have a rally in them? Down by 10 with 7:57 to play. You're listening to the men's basketball tournament on the Westwood One NCAA Radio Network.
Our daughter Jessie loves playing detective.
A clue.
But since we discovered she has sensitive skin, we've been playing detective too.
We thought the problem was our puppy.
But it was actually our old detergent.
What's up, insiders, basketball fans all over the world? Thank you so much for hanging out with us today during March Madness. Oh man, we're having so much fun. We've got streams going for every single game of the tournament. We're tracking our brackets. It's a lot of fun in the chat. Please chat it up. Hit that like button down below and share this link out. That's going to be the best way to bring more basketball fans here to the chat. And we're already seeing thousands of fans come into the first stream of 16 on Thursday. I'm going to let Joe take it home. We appreciate you being here.
This is Joe Bowen, the voice of the Toronto Maple Leafs. So like, subscribe, and share, because every click impacts SickKids' mission to heal the future.
Is encouraged. Passion is mandatory. Buy your seats today at ncaa.com/MVB tickets.
Hey, Green Gobbler here. So you've got a clogged drain in your bathroom. Water in the sink's overstaying its welcome. You're spitting today's toothpaste on top of yesterday's toothpaste. You hope that it go away. Yeah, clogs don't just go away. I make them go away. I'm Green Gobbler, the only clog dissolver you need. I'm bleach-free, safe for your pipes, and I work. Guaranteed or your money back. Because I never met a clog that was gonna unclog itself. Green Gobbler. Let the gobbler get it.
Brad Heller in the Westwood One Broadcast Center in Los Angeles. Time now for a tournament bracket update sponsored by Green Gobbler. Green Gobbler, the only clog dissolver you need. It's bleach-free, safe for your pipes, and it works. Green Gobbler, let the gobbler get it. St. John's, a monster second half, pulling away from Omaha, 77-49 Red Storm with under 4 minutes to go. Meanwhile, Texas Tech was up 16 in the first half, only up 2 now on UNCW, 41-39 early in the second half. How about Drake, the 11th seed in the West, upsetting the 6th seed Missouri, 67-57. Let's get you back to Denver. We rejoin Kevin Kugler and Austin Crozier.
Norton K-Pitch to the line, 11 of his 13 points in the second half, and he'll toe the line for 2 free throws here. After the foul on Jones before the timeout, first free good, and K-Pitch with one more. Been an interesting thing to see UC San Diego 26 twos tonight, 25 threes. Michigan dead even. 23 twos, 23 threes attempted tonight. Second free throw good by Kapich.
Again, that's your modern basketball. Your analytics, which all of these coaches use, will tell you that's the formula. You know, eventually you are going to get hot, and it'll pay off.
There's Gale, drives baseline, shot is short, rebound scooped up by Magai for the Tritons. Down by 8 with the basketball. Still 7:38 to go. Magai brings it over to the right-hand wing. Magai wants to clear out some folks, gets it over to the right side, and Gray with 16 to shoot, trying to drive down the left side of the lane, has to reverse his field, gets it back to Kapich. Kapich has had the hot hand in the second half. Instead, it'll be Gray with 7 to shoot, launching a 3 on the right wing. It's good! Gray with a 3, and the answer for the Tritons. They're back within 5, 59-54.
Gray 1 of 6 from behind the three-point line until he got that one to fall. Both of these teams, a lot of confidence behind the arc whenever the opportunity presents itself.
Donaldson dribbling top of the key, finds Jones, right corner 3. That rims off no good, and a foul on the rebound. Danny Wolf had it in his hands, and the ball knocked out of his hands. Is that on Aniwaniwa Tate Jones? It is, and that's his 5th foul. Tate Jones has fouled out of this game, and as he walks to the bench, we pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is the Westwood One NCAA Radio Network, your home for the national championships.
Yo, it's Jacob Hester from Off Campus on College Sports Radio. For full breakdowns of this game and more, tune in weekdays from 3 to 6 p.m. Eastern on Channel 84.
Aniwaniwa Tate Jones, the Big West Player of the Year, 3rd in the league in points per game at 19.5. Fouls out with just 7 points. His 4th career disqualification. Donaldson off the inbound for 3. No good, and the rebound by Magai. They don't allow a bucket on that trip. 5-point Michigan lead. Magai backs up for 3. Off the back iron, no good, and Donaldson the rebound. Michigan will navigate from left to right. Donaldson skips it up to Wolf. Wolf. Back it goes to Donaldson. Feeds it around the horn to Gale in the left corner. Gale will drive on Rochel. An 8-footer in the lane is good for Roddy Gale Jr. He's got 10.
And Gale's been one of the few players looking to put the ball on the floor, get into the paint. He's had a couple of good finishes doing that.
Aiden Gray on the right-hand wing. Trying to drive on Cheddar. Stops in the paint. Holds it low by his ankles. Gives it back to Howell. 12 to shoot. Howell to work. Howell looks, flips it across the lane to Rochel, and Rochel back to Howell with 5 to shoot. Gonna have to hurry. Howell drives left to right, gets to the rim, and he lays it in. And a timeout taken by UC San Diego in a 5-point game. 5:52 to go. 61-56. Michigan by 5. You're listening to the men's basketball tournament on the Westwood One NCAA Radio Network.
O'Reilly. Check engine light on? Take the guesswork out of your check engine light with O'Reilly Veriscan. It's free and provides a report with solutions based on over 650 million vehicle scans verified by ASE certified master technicians. And if you need help, we can recommend a shop for you. Ask for O'Reilly Veriscan today.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Kevin Kugler and Austin Crozier here at our Grainger courtside seats in Denver. Gain a winning edge for your business with Grainger. Get fast delivery of industrial-grade supplies to help keep your operations going when you call 1-800-GRAINGER or click Grainger.com. 61-56 Michigan. 5:52 remaining in the second half. Michigan opened this second half with a 14-point lead. Grew it to 15 just a few seconds in. But since then, UC San Diego's chipped away. Got it as close as 1. Now it's 5, 61-56. Donaldson will start it up the floor with Wolf on the left-hand wing. 15 to shoot. Donaldson with Gale popping out left wing to grab it. Here's Wolf. Golden sets the screen. A little pick and roll action. Wolf can't get it to the big man. Now Wolf will go to work with 5 to shoot, and he lost it off his foot. Just dribbled it out of bounds, and a turnover back to UC San Diego.
I mean, I'm shaking my head in the same manner that I would suspect most Michigan fans are shaking their head. It's rare that a mistake or a type of mistake from the opening tip doesn't get fixed throughout the entire game.
Here's Gray. He'll start it up for UC San Diego to the right-hand wing and Howell. Howell skips it left side, back to Gray. Golden with a hand in his face. A little jab step. Gray, step back three, left corner, off the right side of the rim, and the rebound to Donaldson with two hands for Michigan. He'll navigate up the floor. Here flowing behind him, tipped into the corner, finds Gale. Gale tiptoeing inbounds to stay in front of the Michigan bench. Gale will drive into the paint. Up and under move. Shot is short, but a foul called. I'm not sure that whistle would have blown had the shot gone in, which is one of my great frustrations with basketball. If it's a foul, it's a foul.
Yes, absolutely. But Gale Jr., he's really been the only player for Michigan consistently attacking the rim in the second half. He's come away with a couple of layups. That should have been a layup. I think you're right that he was maybe bailed out by the official. But he does get a trip to the line. And I think you need players like that on the court to kind of have that recognition that the shots aren't falling from behind the arc. We need to do something different to put points on the board, and he knocks down the first free throw.
And after the third foul on K-Pitch, he'll get one more. Yeah, just 3 of 12 from behind the arc for Michigan in this second half. UC San Diego not much better. They're at 4 for 13 in the second half. Gale with one more. He's got 11 tonight, and it'll stay at 11 as he misses the free throw. Rebound by Howell for UC San Diego, down by 6, 62-56, 4:45 to play second half. Tyler McGuy, the 6'5 senior from Denton, Texas. Picked up by Golden on a switch. McGuy sizing up the 7-1 center. He'll try to go by him on the baseline. Goes from right to left. Used the rim for protection, and he laid it in. 62-58, 4-point game.
McGuy has been unreal here in the second half.
Here's Donaldson on the left wing. McGuy with 18 tonight on 6 of 22 shooting. 15 to shoot. Donaldson on the left wing. Looks a little perplexed. Goes over to Burnett. Burnett on the right wing, back to Donaldson, shot fake, he'll drive into the paint, drives to the rim, no on the shot. He got to the rim, tried to lay it in, and it missed to the right side. But a foul going on Hayden Gray, his first, and Donaldson to the free throw line.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Gale Jr., we've mentioned his success getting to the rim. Now you're seeing Donaldson, and maybe it's an awareness finally clicking in for Michigan that they have a size advantage. Even if it's not height, it's the strength and the athleticism of the players are able to put a shoulder down, draw that foul, and either get an easy basket or earn a trip to the line for two as Donaldson knocks down the first free throw.
Wolf back in for Golden, is playing with 4 fouls. Dusty May trying to save his big man for the stretch run. 63-58, Michigan by 5. One more free throw for Donaldson, 71% on the year, 1 for 1 tonight. He's got 9.6 rebounds, 3 assists. And Donaldson's second, a dart that caroms off the back iron, no good. 63-58, 5-point lead for Michigan. Here's McGuy walking it across for the Tritons. Wolf facing him at the top of the key. McGuy going to work, trying to get past Wolf. Stops to the free throw line. Jumper from there is good. 3-point game. 63-60, Michigan by 3. 3:45 to go.
And with the switch, when Wolf guarding McGuy, he was able to get him on his heels for the pull-up jumper.
Donaldson now will drive. Stops right block. Shot no good. Back tap by Wolf and then tipped out of bounds by Gray. And that'll take us to the under 4 media timeout. It took us a while, Austin Crozier, but we finally got a game. 3:34 to go in the second half, and Michigan with a 63-60 lead. Michigan ball when we return to Denver. You're listening to the men's basketball tournament on the Westwood One NCAA Radio Network.
Monster.com helps you slam dunk the job search and make your next career move. With great coaching and millions of job openings, Monster.com empowers you to score your next position and win the job hunt. Get off the bench and go to Monster.com today.
Hey Insiders, thanks so much for hanging out with us today and listening to the broadcast of this NCAA First Four March Madness matchup in our SickKids Bracket Mania campaign. All right, we are live. Check out that link that's pinned in the chat and see our amazing goal. We are on the road to passing 100,000 subscribers / insiders here on the channel. Are you an insider yet? Have you hit that subscribe button? I bet you have now. Thank you for doing that. thank you for checking out our Bracket Mania campaign. A lot more coming up soon, especially hopefully with some help from Mr. Joe Bowen, the Hall of Fame announcer of the Toronto Maple Leafs, getting ready for that playoff run. We'll see you back in the chat.
Chips and spicy cheddar crackers. Talk about a 1-2 punch of protein. Have I mentioned the rich, creamy protein milkshakes they have down low? 45 grams of protein. Now that's power. Quest Nutrition. Big on protein, low on sugar, huge on flavor. It's basically cheating.
Pro Savings Days are back at Lowe's with limited time savings on the supplies pros need. Get up to 40% off select major appliances. Plus, save an additional $100 on every $1,000 you spend on select major appliances. And don't miss your chance to activate and earn 3 times the points on select DeWalt and Klein tools. Lowe's, we help, you save. Valid through 3/28. Selection varies by location. While supplies last. See associate or Lowe's.com for more details on qualifying items.
Kevin Kugler and Austin Crozier here at our Grainger courtside seats in Denver. Stay on top of your game with Grainger. Get the industrial-grade products right when you need them to help your business move forward when you call 1-800-GRAINGER or click Grainger.com. 3:34 remaining, and Austin Crozier, no field goals for the last 2:48 for Michigan, and it's allowed the Wolverines to not really maintain much of a lead. UC San Diego's been able to storm back and get to within 3.
Yeah, again, when they are attacking the rim, they are getting to the foul line, but it's not getting them the field goal. I think they've been too quick to get the three-point shots. We're seeing a little bit of a trend now with them looking to attack the basket with Wolf and Golden on the court together the last 3:34. I'm going to expect to see some of that high-low action that they have done all year.
Donaldson off the inbound, tried to go down the right side of the lane, blocked off, now dumps it to Burnett, left block, his shot won't go, hits the deck, wanted a call, didn't get it. And now UC San Diego up the floor with Chris Howell navigating. Trying to deny it to Magai, they finally get it to Magai with 20 points on 7 of 23 shooting. Magai picked up by Wolf on a switch, sizing him up on the left wing, step back 3 for Magai, got it! We're tied at 63, the first time this game's been tied tonight.
The guy has no fear. Any space that he has against the 7-footer, he's going up with the 3.
Gale will feed it to Wolf. Catch, lost the handle on the ball, but a foul called. Foul on the floor as he came through the lane. The foul called on Justin Rochelin. That's his 4th. So to the line goes Wolf. The 9th team foul on UC San Diego. With the foul on the floor, this is a 1-and-1.
Wolf to 61% on the season. But for a Michigan team that has clearly lost the momentum in this game, Wolf needs to get this to drop.
To the line he goes. 0 for 2 tonight. 9 points, 10 rebounds, front into the 1-and-1. No good! Magai, who has scored the last 7 points for UC San Diego, gets the rebound. And now the Tritons look for their first lead of the game. Magai, down the right baseline, stops, floater, got it! Magai! 65-63, Tritons lead for the first time in Denver. Now Michigan looking for a response. The Big Ten tournament champs. Deep 3. Donaldson is good. Oh, he turns to quiet the Tritons crowd with Michigan up 1, 66-65. Hayden Gray will bring it up. Jumps it over to K-Pitch at a timeout taken by Eric Olin. He's got 1 left. Michigan has 2 left. What a finish we have coming in Denver. Michigan 66. UC San Diego 65. You're listening to the men's basketball tournament on the Westwood One NCAA Radio Network.
The Jeep Celebration event is your chance to start a brand new adventure with great deals on our legendary Go Anywhere, Do Anything SUVs, like the Grand Cherokee 4xE, our most capable Grand Cherokee ever, the Jeep Wrangler 4xE, our most capable Wrangler ever, or the Jeep Compass, our most
you. Yeah, you. This is Joe Bowen, the voice of the Toronto Maple Leafs. Are you checking your bracket during the commercial break like the rest of us? Thanks for chatting it up and enjoying this March Madness live hangout with us. So why...
Hey, thanks for joining us. We really appreciate you being here. Please take a second, hit that subscribe button, and turn on the bell so you don't miss it when we go live for every single college basketball game of March Madness. Every single game. Speaking of which, I've got to start that next stream right now. We'll see you back in the chat. Good luck to your team.
Backing down Gale. Backing him down. Fading away in the lane. Pinballs around the rim and out. Wolf the rebound for Michigan.
I just felt like that he was going to find a way to get another one to drop, and if that did, the roof would have gone off of this place.
If they foul, 2 shots the rest of the way. Donaldson to the right-hand wing. Donaldson will back it up. 14 to shoot. Wants to clear out going against Kapich. Donaldson has Kapich spinning. Kicks it into the right corner. Gale, wide open 3. Off the rim, no good. Rebound batted toward the sideline. Gale scoops it up. Second chance for Michigan. Wolf will back it out to Donaldson. Wolverines by 1, 66-65. Donaldson working against Rochelin. Donaldson with 7 to shoot. On the left wing, Donaldson drives, elbow jumper, left side. No, Golden plucks the rebound, drives to the rim. His shot blocked. He got thrown. The 7-footer blocked by Rochelin. Howell to the other end, stripped by Gale. Ends up in the hands of Howell. Golden with the rebound off the miss. And here comes Donaldson pushing for Michigan. Donaldson runs it up with 43 seconds to go. 1-point game, and we've got a timeout, Michigan.
What an unbelievable sequence. Golden with the offensive rebound, very clear to near going over the back, and looks for the tomahawk dunk. And was it Rochelin? They got a finger on it. And at the other end, it looked like San Diego was going to take the lead. And Golden back and forth. What a game that this has become.
66-65 Michigan. Quick timeout. You're listening to the men's basketball tournament on the Westwood One NCAA Radio Network.
Oh no, stomach issues again?
Stomach issues?
Who are you?
Your pancreas. I could be the real reason for your diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose oily stools.
I thought it was my stomach.
People often do, but any of these symptoms could mean having a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and speak with your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
42.8 seconds to play. Second half, Michigan 66. UC San Diego 65. The 5 seed clinging to a 1-point lead over the 12 seed. The winner gets Texas A&M. Michigan is led by as much as 15 in the second half, but the Tritons, winners of 15 in a row, have come roaring back. Who will win the final 42.8 seconds? Michigan will inbound near sideline with 23 on the shot clock. It'll be Roddy Gale Jr. who comes over to send it in. Here we go. Gale into the backcourt, deep into the backcourt to Donaldson, and he'll walk it up. Gray waiting for him at half court. Donaldson gets it across the half-court line. Sends it over the left side, Gale. 12 on the shot clock for Roddy Gale Jr. Holds it high above his head on the left wing. Enters to Golden, right back to Gale. They try to get it to Wolf. It slipped through his hands. Jones tracks it down in the corner for Michigan. Feeding it to Gale. 3 seconds. 2 seconds. Gale. Jumper, no. Golden offensive rebound. Throws it at the rim. No, but a foul.
Golden has come up with 3 great rebounds on the last 3 times down the court. That will earn him a trip to the line with a chance to extend the lead to 3 points. Great job by UC San Diego defensively. There was nothing going for Michigan. There was a deflection. They had to kind of just throw it up at the end of the clock. And that is where the size for Michigan has come to their rescue here really late in the game.
Rochelin with the foul. He is fouled out. That's his 5th. Aiden Burke re-enters the game for UC San Diego. Golden, first free throw is good. The big man hits the free throw. He is 3 for 4 tonight. Michigan by 2, 19.3 seconds to go. 1 timeout each. Possession arrow favors UC San Diego. Golden, 2 dribbles, sets, and the big Russian hits the free throw. 65, three-point game. UC San Diego will inbound.
Golden comes out of the game for defense. That will take him out, obviously, for offensive or for rebounding purposes.
Here comes the inbound from Chris Howell. Do you look for a three? Do you look for a two to try to keep the game going? Magai will bring it up. Clock continuing to run. They're taking their time. They're looking for a three. Down by 3. Magai with 8 seconds, with 7. Magai, top of the key. 5 seconds. 4. Magai pumps a three, left wing. Off the iron, no good. Rebound Reuben Jones, and that'll do it. And Michigan survives a major scare from the number 12 seed. And the Wolverines claw their way into the second round of the NCAA tournament. 68-65, Michigan wins it over UC San Diego.
What a great job by the Tritons in that second half. I mean, it looked like this game was going Michigan's direction, that the lead would be extended from halftime to a 20-point easy win. They never quit. Big shot after big shot down the stretch, but I think it was ultimately the size of Michigan that had them come up short.
Well, what a future for this UC San Diego program. Their first opportunity to get in the tournament. They get in as a 12 seed, and they give a major scare to the Big Ten tournament champion, Michigan Wolverines. 68-65, Michigan wins. They didn't hit a shot. They were 1 for their last 7. The Tritons didn't score in the final 2.5 minutes, but UC San Diego cannot finish it off. 68-65, Michigan wins it. Danny Wolf joining us courtside. Danny, Kevin Kugler, and Austin Crozier. Congratulations. I just saw you exhale. There will be a few of those, I got to imagine, after this tight win.
Oh, yeah. Super proud of my teammates for sticking through this game. No win in March Madness is easy. So proud of everyone, but it's on to the next one. We got Texas A&M on Saturday.
Well, I mean, walk us through. You guys had the lead at halftime, and it's just, some teams are harder to put away than others, the respect that you have for this team.
Yeah, I mean, they've won 30 games this year. Only 6 teams in the country have done that this year, and they were making the shots in the first half, and we were, and then we kind of coin flipped in the second half, and they were hitting their shots, and we weren't finding them, and credit to them, they played one hell of a game, but ultimately we were able to come away with a big win.
Danny, what clicked for this team last week in Indianapolis that you've been able to carry over this week into the tournament?
Just the togetherness, the response. Guys are playing with more confidence. It's exuded by everyone, and we're responding really well to adversity, and we were able to weather the storm tonight and come away with the win.
68-65, and for Danny Wolf, the 35th game in his career with 10 rebounds or more. Congrats on the win. Go rest up. Saturday's coming soon.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Congratulations.
That's Danny Wolf of Michigan. It's his Wolverines defeat UC San Diego by a score of 68-65. Couple of huge shots down the stretch. I don't know that there was a bigger one than the Donaldson three on the right wing after UC San Diego had grabbed the 65-63 lead. Donaldson came down and hit that three and gave Michigan a lead that they would not relinquish.
Yeah, and I feel like maybe we or I were a little bit critical of the three-point shooting for Michigan. And if you follow them all year, it's a big part of their DNA. And I think that at times it looks like maybe they're going away from some of their strengths and getting into their bigs. But something is to be said for the confidence that Dusty May instills in his team, so that in those big moments when they need that shot, they feel like they're going to make it, and that's exactly what you saw from Donaldson.
Our final score from Denver, Michigan 68, UC San Diego 65, Michigan and Texas A&M coming up on Saturday. You're listening to the men's basketball tournament on the Westwood One NCAA Radio Network.
Tomorrow's road, unpaved, unmapped, uncertain. But it's also where we discover what we can truly count on. Like the 2027 X15 engine by Cummins. With better fuel efficiency, up to 605.
Hey Insiders, thanks for hanging out with us. Check out our new website, www.torontosportsinsider.com. And check out the link that is in the description as well as in the chat that shows where all of the live viewers are watching from. Go click that link, put yourself on that map and find out where everyone else is watching from and see where other fans watched previous streams from as well. We'll see you back in the chat. Thanks for checking out our awesome new map feature on our website. Big shout out Level Up SEO. Good job on that one. We'll see you back in the chat. Good luck to your team.
Tested and inspected. Your floor mats are cleaned and delivered. And your workwear looks good, feels good, and is freshly laundered with the Cintas Apparel Plus program. So are you ready to take on today? Visit Cintas.com.
Oh, I'm ready!
And get ready for the workday.
I'm at the movies, asking people if they'll switch seats with me for $574.
Here, take mine.
So what about $574 if you switch your home insurance to Allstate?
Too much work.
Not if you call them. They handle the switching.
Now, that's a plot twist.
Shh. Check Allstate first, and you could save hundreds on quality home insurance today. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Not available in every state. Based on the national average annual savings for new home insurance customers surveyed in 2023 who switched to Allstate and reported savings. Savings vary.
Welcome to the Tournament Post-Game Show on Westwood One, sponsored by Allstate. Wish you could save on home insurance? With Allstate,